This is Iron Inc. It is a super promising upcoming factory builder automation game that is absolutely huge scale. We're currently on a planet at the moment. That's going to change. We're going to hopefully spread to some other planets. But this is really, really promising indeed. Okay, first things first, we need to see if we can try and nab ourselves some rocks. That's going to give me some iron ore and some coal. Whilst I am doing this, I should invite you to subscribe. YouTube tells me that 72% of you, that's right, a whole 72% of you that are watching this video likely aren't subscribed. So if you're a fan of factory builders, automation games, and a whole bunch more, then absolutely get subscribed so that you can stay up to date. Okay, so iron ore, coal, all coming through right now. Obvious inspiration for this game, something like Dyson Sphere. It's got a lot of sort of like Dyson Sphere style sort of factory building elements, also Factorio elements, all thrown in order to make quite a compelling package, in my opinion. Right, so we only have a couple of different things that we can build at the moment. We can only build some furnaces. I'm absolutely going to do that. Yep, let's get some furnaces. Let's get some furnaces down. We want to have a couple. We can get some power poles, some combustion generators, but we need some more refined iron components, such as iron ingots, in order to get that working. We've got belts, loaders, unloaders, some chests, nothing in fluids, couple of things in iron. We've got some labs, some science packs, and we have got some ammo, which is already loaded into my little, I guess, little drone chassis thing. So we should be good. We should be good if we are attacked by any enemies. But for now, let's see if we can try and nab ourselves some iron ore. Yeah, let's do something like that. I think that's probably all right. We'll get just enough to make me feel like this is going to get automated, and then I can go and nab myself some more coal and some more iron ore in order to get all of these furnaces functioning. Right, so things are progressing very nicely. I've got furnaces here. We can sort of control-click to get the iron ingots out of them, which I am very interested in doing. Not really going to mess with this area too much. We're just going to leave them over there for now. I've set up 4 other furnaces over here, and these are the ones that I want to start automating. I've built a few bits of belt, a few loaders, and the like. I'm also going to nab a few power poles, and I'm going to build 2 of these small drills for reasons which will become clear, like probably yesterday. None of it is overly complicated, but if I get this down into my hotbar, yeah, that there, we can start to see, I guess, the power of this game and how I think you're supposed to play it. The way that loaders work is actually very, very interesting. So what we do is we literally just place a belt down here like so, and then from there we are able to place a loader right here, right here, right here, and right here. And it's kind of going to like shuffle all of the correct resources into the furnace. In this case, specifically, we are looking for iron, and we're also looking for coal. How are we going to get iron and coal? Well, we are going to automate it. Let's see if we can try and plonk you down here. There's a couple of rocks that I'll probably want to clean up, but, you know, for now, we'll just leave that there. Let's also nab a bunch more belt, because I am going to need it. Let's put this down over here, and what we're going to see if we can try and do is combine the resources on the belt in order to create, there we go, in order to create a bit, there we go, a bit of a decently set up system. Ooh, look at that. We can also blueprint. How nice is that? Okay, so we know we're going to need to get some more belt. I need to go and get some more iron ingot. That's fine. Too far? Too far? Don't worry. We can sort that out right about there. Nice. We'll just queue up a bunch more to get built. We're also going to need to get some power cabling. I should say that this planet hub produces... Ooh, look at this. Enemy detection, 1.0. Next attack, 1.4 out of 100. Okay, so this is going to be an attack, but it's going to be an attack in ages. Like, in a long time. That's fine. Anyway, power satisfaction, power production, blah, blah, blah. Power production, this is the important one. We currently produce 200 kilowatts of power. And if we take our... There we go, our power cabling all the way across to where it needs to go. At the moment, we do not have a very sophisticated power setup. We just don't. But we will in time. For now, let's roll with this. Let's also head on over here so that we can get all of this built. Marvelous. And let's see if this works for us. Obviously, we're probably going to need some more small drills. Small drills consume 60 kilowatts, which is fine. They produce iron at a rate of 0.2 per second. But the main point is that this should be entirely automated, and it should just work. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. We have started automating iron production, which is nice. And we have got the opportunity to expand out. And I'm going to get a few more drills set up. I'm thinking, I mean, I don't even know how much product is moved by belt. That might be in the the almanac somewhere. Doesn't look like there is. Copy section, hold F. Yeah, that's really nice to know, but I want to know how much product is moved on this belt. Okay, well, doesn't particularly matter. We're going to get some more small drills. We're going to get more small drills for more iron, and we're going to get some more small drills for coal. Let's get them both set up so that we can mine and process a few more iron ingots. Well, things are simultaneously looking much better and also a little bit worse. So I've got 3 small drills and 2 small drills respectively. Coal is actually starting to backlog there. That's really quite nice. What I really would like to do, I've cleaned up the old furnaces from over there. I want to extend this area over here. But as you can probably see, we have a bit of a power problem at the moment. That is a power production problem, and we're going to need to fix that. The way that we fix that is by building these suckers. These are combustion generators. They produce 100 kilowatts of power each. And what I think I want to do, I mean, I don't actually have the ability to split at the present moment. Can I get a loader and then just, like, throw a belt on? I'm pretty sure, and we'll talk about research in a second, but, yeah, I'm pretty sure logistics is going to give us a splitter belt, so that's going to be fine. I clearly need a splitter belt before I am able to split the output of this coal line. So I think in the interim, what I will do is I will just set up a bespoke power area. I guess the bespoke power area will be like here, I guess. Sure, we'll need to get a loader, which thankfully I've already got. And then let's just get something like this. There we go. A few more of these, and small drills. Bang them down there and there. How's that looking? Yeah, that's not looking too bad. If I fix up all of the belting issues, we should be completely fine. And we'll nab a power pole, and we'll nab a power pole. And that is not going to be enough because I've just added an additional 2 on, so I've actually just made my job harder. But with these two small drills, I am pretty certain that we are going to be able to satisfy, like, a lot of power for a long time to come. That's kind of the vibe. Yeah, because we have got plenty of coal production. Yeah, the rate is low. It's artificially low at the moment, but that's okay. Let's get you turned on. That's fine. And let's extend this down here. Nice. Bit more iron. Yes, please. I would like a little bit more iron. Thank you. Very good. I love the fact that control clicking just works. That's fantastic. It's a really good sign that the developer is... Thank you, that's not where I wanted to put it. The developer is a big fan of factory builders, and so far, what I would say is that everything that I've interacted with, every system feels really clean, really fluid, really, really pleasant to play around with, and I'm enjoying it tremendously. You know what, let's just double down, let's just get a few more combustion generators. Yep, that seems like a good idea. I don't constantly want to be coming back over here, so we'll just... excuse me. There we go. We'll just copy, paste you, and I don't need to paste another one. That's just a bit ridiculous. There we go. How's that looking? That is looking not too bad. Not too bad at all. So that's going to get me a good amount of power production, which I'm very happy about. Next thing that I want to do is expand pretty much... Look at how easy this is. I want to expand all of my iron operations, and I'm just going to let that sort of be blueprinted for a little while. As we get more and more iron ingots, there we go, I will just build more and more stuff. Now, obviously, I know there is an unloader. We can unload from this area, and that's probably something that I should be looking to do, because when we buffer, or when we, when the output holds, it only holds, I think it's 5? I think it's 5 iron ingots, so there's a maximum amount that we can actually have here, which is not ideal. So, you know what, let's do this. Let's start the process of prepping for, you know what, probably bring it all down there. Yeah, I feel like this belt is going to get a little bit jammed, but for now, we'll just chill with it. How can I don't actually know how we pick up resources from the belt. That is a bit of an oversight, to be honest. Okay, maybe I can't get the iron ingots until I get all of this sorted. Let's go and finish off belting this area. And then we'll put a storage chest. Storage chest is pretty easy to build. Build a storage chest right at the end here, and then we'll just get another loader, and we'll bang that into a storage chest right up at the end, and that will be where we store all of our processed iron ingots. Well, it's built. However, looks like we've got some throughput problems. These loaders clearly not operating at the speed needed to completely fill these chests, hence why there's a little bit of a backlog. That's going to be a little bit of a problem in the future, but for now, I'm not really going to worry about that. This just feels kind of temporary anyway. What we really need to do is move towards research. Now, we've got a research tech tree here. I'm very interested in exploring it. However, the way that we do conduct research is through labs. We need a whole bunch of iron ingots in order to get that working, and then we also need to get ourselves some science packs. Science packs will allow us to conduct the research. Let's nab all of the resources out of here. Let's start with, I don't know, start with 2 labs, maybe, and then science packs. Yeah, we're going to need to get iron ingots and iron plates. We don't currently have any way of manufacturing iron plates. Spoilers, we are going to be getting manufacturing first, because this is going to allow us to unlock assemblers, and with assemblers, we are going to be able to refine iron ingots into iron plates, so we might as well start the research right now, even though I can't actually do anything about that. However, where do we want our lab area to be? Here, maybe, I guess? Sure, I'm going to have to build a few more power poles in order to make that all work, but I think this area is good enough. If we put some manufacturing facilities in the middle, that'll probably be fine. Right, how are we doing? Power satisfaction, power production. Good. Okay, we got plenty of power production. That is what we like to see. Okay, so these science packs are made from iron ingots and iron plates, and unfortunately, I'm just going to have to make a bunch of them. We're going to have to get that all sorted before we deal with the automation element, because, as I say, we currently cannot. Oh, this is looking a little bit better. I think, to be honest, I think if we did another little copy here, yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, if we did another little copy there, that would probably be fine. That would allow us to get more resources into the chests. Again, it's all temporary. It doesn't really matter, but hey-ho. Oh, what are these? These are like little cube things. Okay, that's fine. Let's split the science packs in 2, and let's just start researching. Now, I think it was going to be, it was like 20, yeah, it was like 20 packs, so it's not a huge heck of a lot. We're going to be able to get that very, very quickly indeed. And I think we should have, enough. Yeah, so we make 2 science packs with 2 iron ingots and 1 iron plate. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that. Let's get this all finished up. Let's get a few more science packs on the go, and let's get manufacturing finished. And we are done with manufacturing. Marvelous. That is looking good. Let's immediately just go on to logistics, I think. And whilst we are doing that, let's see if we can try and plan out how we want our assembly process to operate. Yeah, so this is the assembly that we've got. Let's make 2 of these just as a sort of like little model here. I've also expanded the number of iron drills that I've got, because we are not making enough iron ore in order to produce all of the iron ingots that we are after. That's fine, and let's get you into my hotbar, and let's see where we want to place you. I mean, so we're still going to need half of this iron, basically, to come through here. Let's place you down, and let's have a little look. So we can select recipes, iron plates, iron rods, screws, gears, science packs, and also ammo. The thing that we need is literally just iron plate. That is it. We need iron plate, and then we need some iron ore from this, some iron ingots from that thing over there. So what was the ratio again? I need to check the ratio. It was it was 2 iron ingots to 1 iron plate, and it's 1 iron plate, 1 iron ingot to 1 iron plate. Fine. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio here, but then we need to also bring in resources from elsewhere over there. That's fine. I think we're okay with that. Here's what I think we would like to do. This is fine, I think. Do I want to do something like this? What I'm currently thinking is we can bring like a little offshoot down here, which maybe I don't even want to do. That feels a little bit messy. I mean, we'll obviously get rid of all of these. Let's think about this. Right, I've had a brainwave. This is what we are going to do. Assembler is going to come down here. It's going to make iron plates. And then this, right over here, is going to make the science packs. And then, as soon as we finish up with logistics research, which should be momentarily... Thank you. Brilliant. We should have access to some new tech. And that new tech, a splitter, an underground belt, absolutely fantastic. That is what I'm interested in. As you can see, we can basically scale this infinitely up that way, apart from the fact that there are rocks in the way, and we can continue to scale this up that way, which is great. It means that I don't have to slow down, I guess, and think about changing directions too much. Let's see how this splitter belt works. So we can't put it on the corner. We can put it right over there. That's fine. And then you come down here, you come down here, and this very critically needs to be going onto the other side. Nope. Onto the other side of the belt, because otherwise we are going to have issues. Could also use brand new bit of kit. Let's use the underground belt, see if that... I mean, it doesn't really matter, I suppose, but we could and might as well use it. Also, I'm designing this hopefully so that it can be just copy-paste, copy-pastable, and if we're able to make that happen, then that would be excellent. So, underground belts to here. Does that work? Looks good to me. Bring this out, around, and get that over there like that. I mean, that is about as inefficient as you can possibly get. Rebuilt that in there, rebuilt that in there. Nice. Actually, no, come on, potato. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Underground to there, good. You can see it linking up, nice. And around. That is much better. That is much better. Is it perfect? No. Is it kind of cool? Yes, I like it. I am happy with that. That is really, really nice. That's a nice little setup. And then all we need to do, literally, just copy, paste, and then just build the components that are not here. So 1, 2 of those, a couple of loaders, a couple of unloaders. Yeah, that's it, I think. That's it. I'd rather not have a belt, like, running through the middle here. Maybe we could have undergrounded the output of the assembler. But, I mean, it's balanced. It's balanced, I think. So that's the main thing. Anyway, we'll finish all of that up over there. We'll also, I want to find somewhere to make belts, to be honest. Yeah, this is because this is not a good situation that we have here. And belts are pretty easy for us to make. So let's make them somewhere. Let's maybe make them. I'm gonna regret this. But I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna have to move it all. Also, that needs to get removed and then be put closer. So that doesn't really need to be there, but that's okay. Yeah, gonna end up regretting this, but it's fine. It's fine for now. It's fine for now. Oh, I can't make belts. I can't make belts. That is not something that I can make in the assembler. Oh, okay. Well, that's a shame. I was looking forward to being able to utilize that. I guess let's just queue up an absolutely atrociously large number of belts so that we can start working. What else do I want to get unlocked now? Steel processing, construction. Maybe construction unlocks constructors. That might allow me to get belts. Also, are we at capacity? What's the issue? Power production. Yeah, we are. That is not super hot. That's okay though. Let's just copy and paste this entire operation. There we go. Nice. Thank you for starting at the other end. That's not super helpful, video game, but that's fine. We'll at least get the job done. There we go. And 2 more coming online. Should be fine. That's nice. And then yeah, we need to get output sorted. Okay, you can definitely buffer more. Also, I should be buffering. I should definitely be buffering science packs. That does seem rather important. So we need a few more combustion generators. Yep, yoink. All the stuff out of here. Great. That's nice at least. A couple more combustion generators. A couple of unloaders. That's good. We're still getting through that massive backlog of belt, which I'm going to cancel and undoubtedly rebuild at multiple times. I mean, I need to be able to automate belts. That's just something that I have to be able to do. Right. You're going to come down here. You're going to come down here. Let's cancel that bit over there. I'm going to try buffering this to see if it works. Here we go. Unload. Brilliant. Do I have... Yep, I've got some chests already. So that's cool. And then we just need to get unloaders. Unloaders, unloaders. Hey, look, the main thing is that we get our science automated so that I don't have to worry about putting stuff in here. If we get this sorted, then that would be great. Buffering science. Ugh. It's so slow. Look at the speed of the buffering. It's really not good, to be honest with you. Really not good at all. Let's get another 2 of these. Another loader, another loader. Unload, unload. Load, load. There we go. That's a bit better. Cancel that, of course. And then rebuild. There's probably just because there's a few resources just hanging around the assembler. But for now, the main thing is it's all good. I'm going to get some more of these bad boys as well. We're going to queue up some double-sided belt action, which is very exciting. But the great stuff is, the great news is that this is all working. This is phenomenal. We've got plenty of iron coming through here. I'm not happy about how much iron, how much iron ingotage. Ooh, that's kind of cool. We can actually just set all of this up for deconstruction, and then I don't have to maintain my mouse pointer over that. That's really, really cool. Okay, I'm gonna get one more set of assembly machines over here. This is good. This is really, really good. Also, I need to go and check on my base, see how close we are to an enemy incursion. All right, get that finished, and whatever. We can wait. That's fine. Yeah, get another one of these. Get 2 labs down. Marvelous. Looking good. And we're gonna need some more juice. We're gonna need some more power, and almost certainly, if we need more power, we're gonna need to get some more combustion generators. But that's fine. We'll deal with that in just a sec. How are we doing? Power satisfaction? It's not terrible, but yeah, we could definitely do with getting a little bit more. Hence why it's important that we get those built. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And you know what? Just for good luck, copy paste another 2. Why the heck not? That sounds absolutely phenomenal to me. Brilliant. And then we get those 2 loaders, and we're good for power for a little while longer, which is excellent. Very nice. Okay, are we getting enough science cubes coming through here? I don't know. I think so. If we've got them all currently in operation, as you can see by the big old green cubes, then that, I think, is a great sign. Whilst I'm over here, let's go and take a little look. Threat modifier, next attack, 40, 45 out of 100, so I guess it's a time-based threat situation rather than anything else. That's completely okay. Whilst I'm waiting over here, let's go and get... Ooh, we got a constructor done. Let's build 2 more setups of this. Yeah, I am really happy with how this looks, by the way. I think that's a really cool design. It looks like we prioritize deconstructions before we prioritize actual buildings. Doesn't really matter to me. That's completely all right. But just something that we need to think about. Whilst we're waiting for that to get done, anything else that I want to do? A turret? I feel like a turret is a good bit of kit to get. But a turret will presumably require steel processing, as evidenced by that thing over there. So let's just start the process of getting steel processing done right now. Yeah, queue that up for deconstruction. Queue that up for deconstruction. I really want to build loaders, and I really want to build unloaders automatically, because this is quite annoying. Also, belts. I mean, I would absolutely dearly love to get belts automated somehow, hence why we need to experiment with this constructor. Right, what are you going to give me? Aha! Amazing! Okay, so this is where we're going to be able to get our belt production automated, which is honestly just like a really good thing to do. Yeah, I need way more. I need way more iron ingots. There we go. Give me all the iron ingots you got. Thank you very much. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Right, build a few more belts. Get this built down here. And then let's extend out this way a little bit. Do you know what I should do? I should split this. I should split this so we don't become too reliant. Yeah, I'll get a splitter. I mean, I want to just keep this area completely free. I want to just continue to go longer, as long as I can. It looks like the issue is not belt speed, so as long as we're able to extend the belt speed up, that is great. I think split a resource here. Yeah, split that there. Maybe an underground belt. Maybe we do some more processing all the way at the other side. Just because I really don't want to... I don't want to mess up this... Oh, that's perfect. I don't want to mess up this this potential area for expansion, so I think that's pretty darn good. And now that we've got a good load of iron coming through here, let's just do... Oh, I don't really want to destroy these rocks, but I guess I will. I'll queue them all up for deconstruction. This is just gonna be a little bit funky. But you know what? Bear with me, folks. It's fine. It'll come good. It'll come good. Classic Orbital Potato promise there. Alright. A few more pylons. Great. Loaders. Get a loader right there. Go a little bit further away so that we can actually build the darn thing. And get that built in there like so. Okay, you are going to get to make belts, and then you are going to get to unload. I don't think we can unload directly into a chest. I think we have to unload into a loader into a chest. That feels a little bit ridiculous, to be honest. But that's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. And now we should be belting. Very, very simple setup. I don't know if we're going to require belts in any other recipes, but for now, I'm kind of happy with how that's all looking. That's looking pretty darn good. Let's also do... Where are you? Let's get a few more of these, a few more of those. I need to check what's... Yeah, so loaders and unloaders are just iron ingots and gears. Okay, here's what we're going to do about that. I did kind of plan for the future of this. So we get this in here, we get this in here. And let's do that over there. And then we need to get some gears, which are going to be done in the assembler. Let's get 2 assemblers here. There we go. How much belt have we got? 5 belts. Doesn't feel like a large amount of belt, to be honest. I'm thinking that I might take a copy of this constructor, copy of that unloader, and yeah, do something like that, because that's a bit ridiculous that we are not making belts that little bit faster. But in the meanwhile, over here, we can get this in. We can get this in. We can make gears here. And because we know that it's a 1-to-1 ratio, we're going to do basically the exact same thing that we did over there with this. Also, I finished steel processing. There's not any, like, notifications that you are done. So it's kind of just, oh, I just hope you look at research at some point. Let's grab... Yeah, so this is fine. This is fine. What do I need? I need a constructor. There we go. That's the ticket. And then you go in there. And then this constructor is going to make loaders. Let's see. What was the system that I had? Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. And then we just have a loader, a single loader right in there. And that will work. I really like that. I really like that design. I think that's pretty darn cool. We also need to make sure that you are powered, and that's the traditional location for where we should have power. I can just copy and paste this entire setup. Yep, beautiful. And then we'll see what we need. I think it's another constructor. That's absolutely fine. Oh, blast furnace. That's new. I'll queue that up. Why not? Whilst we're waiting. That might allow me to make resources slightly faster. It might not. I don't know. But I guess we can see. Also, yes, I know I need to get the unloading. It's buffered to 5 gears. It's a little bit annoying, but that's fine. We're also going to need to get a chest at the output here. And nope, can't go there because we're going to need to get a unloader. Hold on, get my limited number of unloaders down here first. There we go. We're going to have all the loaders that we could possibly want coming out the wazoo in just a minute, so... There we go. Loader there, unloader there, belt, 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 and I can grab... There we go, 24 bits of belt, from over yonder. You are going to get to make an unloader, and I am going to yoink this loader from there. Okay, is that enough? It should be enough. It should be fine. That should be the correct ratio needed for everyone. Is it going to work? Oh, is it going to work perfectly at all times? I don't know. We might need some more iron coming through here. We will deal with that. We will deal with that later. Right, research-wise, I think mining is easy. Blue science, I mean, blue science is going to be the, I guess, bigger milestone. Yeah, so I think I've queued that. And we got turret, then mining speed. Yeah, there we go. So turret, then mining speed. Marvelous. So that is great news. This we can continue to expand as we need to. I think I am going to need some more... I'm going to need some more belt production. That's going to drive me absolutely up the wall, to be honest, if we can't get this. We can't get this to be more numerous. Yeah, that in there, that in there. Loader, loader. Cool. And don't supply to there, just supply to, like, here. Yeah, fine. I think one loader can handle all this because it seems like a very, very slow process. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so that's great, and then we can also duplicate this if we want to. 2 assemblers, 2 constructors. You know what? I think I might. Just because I can. Excellent. Lots to build, but absolutely buildable. Power setup, yeah, we should probably think about how we're going to change the power setup to be more sustainable and also more powerful, because, yeah, it's not looking amazing at the moment. However, look, just having automated constructor, automated loader and unloader production, that feels like an absolutely massive, massive game changer. This is all automated already, so that's great. Obviously, power satisfaction is in a really, really dark place. But we're going to go and fix that right now, I think. And it's also blown up because of the large amount of research that we're doing right now. Right, it's good. And let's get you there, you there, you there. That's not too shabby. You there. Will anybody have any issues with that? I don't know. Loader. Great. 1, 2. How's that? Does that take us back up to where we need to be? Not particularly. Gets us closer. Definitely gets us closer. We're up to 1.6 out of 1.8. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're probably going to need to get some more drills over here. And I've not got the process for automating drills down yet. That's okay, though. That's okay. This is looking good. This is all looking real good. This chest has got 78 science packs in. Honestly, I feel like now I can maybe get rid of these. Maybe get rid of these bonus ones. These bonus chests. Definitely that bonus chest. Yeah, it was a little bit surplus to requirements. We've still got plenty of resource coming through here. That's great. And our research is happening at a good pace as well. 23 belts, that's nothing to sniff at. So, steel production, a blast furnace. Let's plonk you down and let's see what you offer. So, iron ingot is made from literally just iron ore. What? Oh, okay, yeah, but we still need to fuel it. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. What's the ratio in the furnace? It's a 1-to-1 ratio, but I presume it's way faster. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. It's probably better to do. Steel is just iron ingot. Let's do a little comparison, shall we? I mean, it's got to be faster. It's got to be faster. Let's see. I've got plenty of goods here. Yeah, it's faster. It's faster. I mean, not much faster. It's definitely faster. Maybe twice as fast. Is there any intel here? No. I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, spectator view. Cool. No, I don't think there's any intel. I don't think there's any intel on speed. That is slightly problematic for us. Well, I kind of want to keep these furnaces as is because they kind of fit perfectly through my little gap, potatoes gap, as we will now refer to it as. That being said, is there any reason not to? I mean, it is more expensive. To be fair, it's a bit more effort to get the blast furnaces in. That being said, I mean, I can get steel, and I want to get steel production set up. Let's do a bit of steel production down here. Let's go a little bit further. Nice. And we'll get a blast furnace right there. And we'll get you just to load. There we go. We'll manually load you with a bunch of coal for now, and we'll just leave that as is to see what happens. Ooh, turrets. We've got ourselves some turrets. A repairer. A barracks to house combat units. Heck yeah. Build speed. Let's queue up build speed after that. Steam power. Oh yeah, I'm really interested in steam power. Is there water anywhere? I've not actually seen water. Although it looks like there is some large... Ah, okay, there's water over here. We're cool with that. We're chill with water. That's great. Okay, this is all looking pretty darn good. I mean, if this is my... I guess if this is my production area for... Oh, look at that. See, we're running out of iron. If this is my production area for, like, resources that I'm going to use for everyday construction, I wonder what else I need to make. I mean, do I need to make combustion generators? I feel like the answer is no, if we're going to be improving our efficiency with everything else. Let's get... Can I mirror this? That's a simple rotation. I mean, I could always rebuild. I basically want to be punting stuff down the middle here, I think. Into a separate belt, which is quite nice. Let's do copy-paste job here, yeah. So then we rotate you down there. Get rid of that unloader. There we go. How's that? Yeah, that's good. That's better. And then we get a loader from here. Too far. It's fine. Mining speed completed. Yeah, tell you what, I would really love something that makes you aware that research has just been completed. That feels really good. Okay, that over there, good, and then copy, paste. Nice. That's looking much better. That's looking much better. To be fair, it does take us about 1 billion years to actually build. It's quite a slow process. But that was pretty seamless. That was pretty darn seamless. Don't think that we can complain about that. Power production. Yep, our power production is where it needs to be now, so that is great. I guess this is quite a sort of like iron-heavy area. I guess technically so. Which is why we need to get more of it. Absolutely the right thing to do. Make sure that we've got everything coming through here, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. How's the blast furnace looking? Blast furnace is producing us a whole bunch of steel. Can we do anything with the steel now? Just make some steel frames. Oh, enemy incoming? Where are you incoming from? Okay, from the north over here. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna build some ammo. Because this is going to be the first time that we confront enemies. Enemies can be confronted fairly easily. It's just literally a case of holding down the spacebar button for me. I will take a little bit of damage. But actually, that's okay. We lost a building. What did we lose? A coal mine? I think it was just a coal mine. Huh. Or maybe it was a pylon. I don't know. Either way... we survived. I don't know where or why the enemies decide to attack. There might be like an enemy base. There could very well be an enemy base. What the heck is this? This is a wreck. Oh, rocket parts. Oh, there absolutely is an enemy nest. Okay, well, there we go. We've discovered an enemy nest. And that's actually quite helpful because that will determine, I guess, to some degree, which angle of attack they decide to... or where they decide to attack from. That's pretty important. We need some steel in order to build some turrets. So that does absolutely change the equation just a little bit. That's good. Let's What the heck? Oh, you're now going onto both sides of the belt. That's fine. We're okay with that, I think. Yeah, let's do another little expansion over here. Again, I think for now, I'm kind of happy enough just to manually supply all the coal. Yeah, I'll happily supply all the coal manually, just so that we can get some forward progress there. Looks like we are out of iron and we are out of coal. That's fine. We'll get a whole bunch of additional drills. If I need to get a whole bunch of additional drills, then you know what that means. That means that we need to get ourselves a whole bunch of additional power production. Oh, have I done steam power yet? If I stop research, we keep it. That's great. That's what you love to see. That is great. I like that a lot. Okay, so our mining speed is faster. That presumably means that we can destroy blocks faster. How are we doing over here? Not amazing, not terrible. I mean, there's no resources that are buffering on the belts. That's fine. Let's maybe just add one more over there, and then we'll do another 2 over here. Get that linked up. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that seems completely fine to me. And then we've still got a few more drills to get down, and we'll stick them on our iron extraction process. Very nice. So that looks a lot better. Whether or not we're going to fill this belt, I just don't know. I just don't know how quickly we produce any of these things. That information is just not... It's just not available to me. We just don't know. But I can tell you that we burnt through, I mean, literally all of our backlog of iron. Which is a good thing, but also a little bit of a bad thing. Anyway, let's focus on getting steam power done. I want to see what steam power is going to give me. We're probably going to have to do steam power over here, I guess. This is my power production place already. Loads of coal. But, yeah, we're going to have to worry about that nest. And that nest is a bit concerning for me. Yeah, especially given that we have got exactly zero defensive capabilities at the moment. But the good news is that we have got the ability to get ourselves some turrets, or we will have the ability to get ourselves some turrets once we fix our iron supply backlog. No matter, let's do a little bit more work. Let's get this belt fully saturated. I'm going to start deconstructing. There we go, all of these rocks. And yep, then we will focus on getting a full belt of iron coming down here. Okay, good news. I've let things run for a little bit. We've finished off steam power as well, which is very, very exciting. I would like to do, I mean, probably blue science next, I guess. I guess that's the most useful. But mining speed, build speed, etc. I mean, let's maybe finish off this and then let's queue up blue science. That seems like a good idea. I have completed my mission to get a full belt of iron, mostly because I just put a chest over here and that is now dispensing iron out. That's kind of like a short-term solution. Definitely not something that is going to last forever, hence why we should probably get a few more drills up and running and probably a few more combustion generators as well. But it looks better. It looks better. We are now just using all of our excess iron over here, which is fine. The other thing that I want to do is nab a constructor and nab a turret. We need a few more iron ingots in order to make that work. I have also started buffering iron ingots just at the end of this process, so if we do end up having resources that are going spare, we can just, you know, throw them in up there. It's not perfect. Absolutely, we need to get way more iron ingot production, to be honest, and, yeah, we're not there yet. But it's not bad. It's not bad. That's what I'll say. It's not bad. Right, so I'm looking for a constructor. And here's what I'm thinking with regards to a constructor. I want this constructor to go down over here, and I want to make ammo. Do we make ammo at an assembler? Can we make ammo at an assembler? We absolutely can. So I think we want to put it somewhere that is relatively high priority. We can sacrifice a little bit of our research capability in order to get a good decent amount of ammo production, and then in true sort of potato factory building style, we're probably just going to have a massive sort of like round the base ammo belt, which I think is a perfectly reasonable solution. Now, we were attacked from this area, so I'm thinking that we want to probably have the turret in this area. At least one turret. I don't know where we're going to build the other turret, but that's fine. 25 ammo in there. I have got 15 ammo on my person right now. Let's build 1, 2, 3, just to sort of, like, replenish my stocks. Obviously, put a little bit of ammo into that turret already. But I think we do something like this. It's good. I do have an underground belt for just this occasion. And let's try and, like, loop it round close to... Yeah, close to the base. And loop you in there. Cool. I do have another turret. I absolutely do have another turret. Maybe that's something that I want to build over here. Yeah, let's go do that. And then let's just extend... Let's extend this ammo belt. Try not to get too near the factory, but also try not to build the belt too far away so that stuff ends up getting destroyed. If stuff ends up getting destroyed, that's going to be annoying, means that I'm going to have to replace it. I think the turret's got quite a lot of HP. Again, difficult to tell, because I guess there's a little HP bar, but that could honestly be anything. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. So, blue science, we're making some good progress on blue science now. That is very, very good. Ammo, yep, that's fine. Also, we probably want to buffer this, don't we? Yeah, we probably want to buffer ammo. It seems like a good thing to do. We can also, in, like, sort of classic Factorio fashion, we can restrict storage. How do we do it? We can do it this. Left shift and right mouse. Yeah, there we go. So we can restrict storage up to 1, which is probably for the best, but there we go. Anyway, onwards and upwards, and we are going to be tackling power. So, a steam engine, we need 40 steel. It's a good thing that I've been producing a bunch of steel for a little while now. Looks like we're also going to need to nab ourselves a pump, some pipes, and some boilers as well. Right. Well, steel is going to be automated. I mean, it has to be automated. There is no other way around it. Also, that's another wreck, which has got a lot of iron ingots and a lot of rocket parts. I don't know what rocket parts do, but I'm excited to find out. Also, that's an enemy base that I can just see on the horizon there. Yeah, there. Okay, so we are probably going to see an attack from enemies down into this area at some point, and when that happens, my steel production is going to be at risk. There's no other coal deposit, though. That's the... It's coal deposit over there. Where is that? All the way over here. I mean, we could do something to, like, extract coal and get that all sorted. I mean, we don't have a tremendously large amount of space over here, but there's a few different things that we can do with coal. And the thing about the blast furnace process is that it's not terribly coal intensive, which is quite nice. Let's get a pump. Let's get a... Where is it? Steam engine. Yep. And then let's get multiple boilers, I'm assuming. Let's also check the almanac, see if there's any useful information here. Pumps are essential in transporting fluid. Each pump has a push force of 30 tiles of pipe. Okay, that's good to know. And then the steam boiler. Pump water, load coal into this building, use the pump. Okay, fine. Fine. What I will do is, whilst I'm over here, I think I will get a few more blast furnaces queued up, and then we can just fill these up manually for now. Yeah, this steel situation does need to be addressed, but it's going to be addressed another day. That's not really the priority for now. I don't think. But the priority for now is to try and get this power system set up. So, the way that pumping works, let's have a little look, shall we? So we get a pump in here. Yeah, I guess we literally just put it... Oh, we just put the end into... So the pump is right there. Okay. Fine. So it was how I thought it was. Let's see. No, you don't want to work there? Fine. Have I built a pump? Ah, I see. The pumps were consumed as part of the steam engine, so that makes sense. That's fine. I was wondering where the heck all my pumps went. I was like, I'm sure I just had them in my inventory. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so you get pumped in there, and... Aha! Okay, so it needs to be arrow direction is the direction that we're going in. Let's get some pipes. Pipes are thankfully quite cheap. Steam, we can't handcraft steam. No surprise there. Let's get this all tidied up a little bit. Yep, fine. And let's look at doing something like this. Okay, so we go into steam engine. Yep. Is there a entrance? I guess this is the entrance over here. Nope. Okay, where do we stick in the water? I guess we stick in the it into the boiler first? Is that the process? That's probably the process, right? Yeah, so boiler first. Right. Okay, so forget the steam engine. That's okay. Then we go into a boiler. Which side do we stick the water into here? I guess we have a 50% chance of guessing correctly. No. I guess we didn't guess correctly there either. That looked better? Honestly, kind of, like, ridiculously challenging to tell. It looks like it's there. I'm not going crazy, am I? This is absolutely the way that we do it. Steam boiler, convert water into steam. Yeah, that's good. Enemy, hold on, enemy incoming? Enemy incoming where? Right up here. Right up into my turret area. Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Also, there's gonna be a little attack. Okay, turret's gonna be fine. There's gonna be a little attack over here. In my lab area. I will address you. Okay, that was fine. We did take a lot of damage on our turrets. Unfortunately... Oh. Nothing's under attack anymore. It's fine. Unfortunately, we can't repair the turrets until we get something sorted out. The next level of tech sorted out. Yeah, let's see. I don't know how this boiler operates, to be honest. This is a bit of a problem. Right, well, good news. I think I have the answer. I think the way that pumps work is similar to the way that loaders work. So we have to have a pump, like, facing... Yeah, there we go. We have to have a pump facing into the building that we want to produce. Okay, I mean, it's a bit weird, it's a bit funky, but there we go, I guess. Right, so from here, what we need to do is we need to figure out, first of all, we need to build more pumps. Absolutely, we need to build more pumps. And then second of all, we need to build a steam engine, and we need to figure out where we want to put the steam engine, because if we put it in a bad location and it gets destroyed, that would be pretty catastrophic, to be honest. Produces 800 kilowatts. Holy cow, that's good. And then let's get a pump here, and then a pump here. And I think that's it, right? I think that's all that we actually require to work. There we go. And then we connect you up to the power grid. Build a few more of those. There we go. Marvelous. Marvelous. And that is our power production. I think we are drawing down on our steam rather quickly there. So I don't know what the ratio is here. That's the only troubling thing. I do not know what the ratio is. I don't know what the ratio is for anything. It doesn't look like we've got an egregiously large amount of water here. I think this is good. Let's get some more pumps. I'm gonna absolutely need more pumps. I'm also gonna absolutely need more pipes. But I think if we get something like that, and then yeah, what about this pipe? So this pipe has got 50 steam in. I think that's what we want. 295. Okay, so it's gone back up. Yeah, okay, well, you know what? Maybe it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It kind of looks like it's a 1-to-1 ratio, but now, by the way, my power production should be absolutely flippin' sorted. In other good news, what I need to do is, I don't know if I necessarily want to take all of these suckers offline right now, but it's going to get to that point, right? I mean, it's absolutely more efficient to have them, to have steam generators than anything else. But for now, we still need to get, let's get rid of these. We still need to get coal in to feed our boilers. So let's get You right about there, and you right about there. That's fine. And then we'll just bring this down the middle here. There we go. And a bit of the belt across. Just like so. Okay. That's good. We can still afford to get another steam engine right over at the side here. It's quite an expensive... It's quite an expensive endeavor. 60 iron ingots is, like, a lot. And right now, I'm not exactly in the business of producing a lot of iron ingots. That being said, we do have a full belt, which is nice, but it's still not enough, not even close, to be honest. Yeah, we got a little bit of a backlog over there. How are we doing for belts over here? Do you know what? Let's do... Yeah, let's do that. I don't want any more going in there. Let's close this up, close this up, close this up, and close this up, because we're not going to need more than that. So let's not be silly about this. Definitely want to regularize my steel production. That is for sure, because otherwise we're going to end up seeing a lot of steel go to waste. And yeah, we want to get that sorted. Yeah, I need more iron ingots. What can I say? I need more iron ingots. That's probably the sort of crux of what I really need more than anything right now. I am going to copy, paste that twice. Let's do a few more of these. If we can, we might as well. There we go. That's looking a little bit better. And do you know what? Let's go again. Oh, let's go again. Hold on. Hold on. My bad. My bad. Yeah. Go again. Go again. And that will use up all of my remaining stocks of furnaces, of which I just made like 4 more, but that's fine. And I need some belts, so I'm going to nab some belts from here. Nice. I'll nab 59 belts, just so that we can allow a few more resources to get backlogged. Yeah, this is not a good solution, to be honest. It's not a good solution at all, but it is the solution that we have for right now, and I am kind of happy with it. This is looking really, really nice. Right. I think steel is absolutely what's going to need to get fixed next. So we're going to get this. You know what I can do? You know what I can absolutely do? Let's do something like this. We put on the near side. Yeah, so if I do something like this, right? Here's my plan. I'm going to get an unloader from a chest. Unloader from... I just have no flippin' iron ingots, honestly. It's so frustrating. Right. Iron ingots turn into chest. Chest goes there. Coal goes here. This is how I'm going to satisfy the coal demand for now. Then we are going to do a loader, and a loader. That'll be fine. And then we're going to get an unloader, and an unloader. And also we're going to get some more blast furnaces over here. And I should have just copy and pasted that. That was flippin' stupid, but I guess I could just do this, which is fine. It's already got the recipe. Well, there's only 2 recipes to choose from. That's great. And then we're going to do another chest right up at the end here. Can I get some more blast furnaces? I can get some more blast furnaces. I'm going to get some more blast furnaces. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's flippin' go. And then copy-paste this. And you're probably thinking, oh, Potato, how on earth are you going to separate the coal from the steel? Well, we're going to use the item filter, which is not really my sort of preferred way of doing business. Item filters don't tend to be super reliable. That being said, all that we really need to do is make sure that this loader says steel, fantastic, and then we stick a chest down over there, and that should be perfect, to be honest. Actually, let's just copy, paste you. Yep, already with the steel filter on, and get you coming down right over here. Cool. All right, so that will work. That will work for now. If in the future we wish to change this up a little bit, and you know, instead of having coal supplied by a facility, a chest, then we can do that. But for now, I think there's pretty much no reason not to, because that will get me a plentiful amount of steel, I hope, for relatively minimal effort. Yeah, so we got turret there, turret there. We don't have any turrets over here. I am probably going to get a turret over here. I'm also thinking I'm going to want to extend out to this area to get this coal so that I can make this steel area a little bit more secure. That's probably on the cards for now. Also, would you look at that? We are out of iron ore again. That's not good. That is not good. Is it close to a full belt that we've got coming through here? It's almost a full belt, but it's not quite. Let's go and get some more drills. Yep, I know we're going to need to get some more iron production. We'll get some more drills. We will sort out our iron production. We're obviously going to be using way more iron now because of the steel situation. So that's fine. Let's get on top of this. Let's get more iron, and then let's see where that leaves us. Well, things are looking good. I've expanded my iron production area. Looks like we've got pretty much a full belt coming through here, or at least half of a belt, which is, I guess, what we need. I've also put like a little insert station here, which is going to allow me to use up... Oh, there we go. Allow me to use up some of the iron in my inventory and hopefully get a little bit more iron down here. What I've also done is started to, well, I've literally just copy and pasted whatever the mining design that we had over there to over here with a view to making a brand new iron processing area over here. Now, the new and interesting thing about this iron processing area is that I am going to use exclusively blast furnaces. That is the plan. Before I go and do that, though, I think we should probably look at getting blue science set up. I don't know how we're going to get blue science. Let's have a little look at the recipe. It's gears, screws, and magnets. Okay, raw, it's 4 iron ingots and a magnet. How do we make a magnet? A magnet is iron ore plus iron ingot. Okay, interesting. And then a motor, which we've also unlocked, is steel, gears, and a magnet as well. We've also got steel frames, which I don't think we've done anything with, although they might be required for the turret. No, not at all. That's fine. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's perfect, actually, because that will allow us to get this area sort of properly set up. So I'm going to make all of my iron with blast furnaces. That's the cool thing. I just need to pilfer a little bit more. A little bit more iron ingot, to be honest. And I think to get that, I'm just gonna delete all of this. That's right. Is that really the most efficient way of doing things? There might be a hotkey to pick up resources on belts, but I don't particularly care. It's not going to take me that long to do it, and so therefore that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, that's definitely good. Let's get a bunch of blast furnaces. I'll also get a couple of small drills just to sort of start me off. That's nice. And then we are gonna, we're gonna get the production facility set up in this area, I think. I also need to make sure that we are connecting up to our existing electricity grid. Is there any other research that I want to get done right now? I don't think so. I've capped research chests, so we are actually already there. So we should not see any further resources going towards ammo or to anything, actually. This is all backlogged as well. This is all backlogged. So we should start to see some additional resources come up here. Excellent. That is what we're starting to see. And then the rest of the resources should be diverted to steel production, which I think is something that we're pretty okay with at the present moment. To be honest, don't foresee any issues there. How are we doing? Power satisfaction, power production. Power production is not quite where it needs to be. That's okay. We're just going to nab ourselves one additional steam engine. We've already got the infrastructure set up to supply that. And whilst we're waiting for all of that to come good, let's go and get some blast furnaces down. Marvelous. That's pretty decent. Where are we going to get the coal? That is a good question. I am not sure. But let's get that come through there. We do iron ingots. We do that. We do iron ingots. Nice. Build that. Build that. Build that. Build that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Very, very nice. Iron ore coming through here. Marvelous. That's what we like to see. I mean, it looks like quite dark iron ore, to be honest. I don't know why that's the case, but whatever. Oh, we're under attack somewhere? We're going to be under attack from over here. Have I got enough ammo? Craft a little bit more ammo. Scrap that. Yeah, here we go. Let's go fight. The other area that we are going to see combat, I think, is... yeah, over where my turrets are. Yeah, pretty happy with that, to be honest. Pretty happy with that. We are definitely going to need to get some turrets over here. Because depending on the HP of buildings, we could see some we could see some degradation happening pretty darn quick, and that's not really something that I want to see. Let's get a splitter from there. Let's get we'll get a little bit more belt. That's fine. And then let's go back and get ourselves a steam generator. Absolutely what is required. We're going to split from here. We've got plenty of coal production. Coal production is very, very high because it is so rarely used. There we go. Goods. Goods. And let's see. You. There we go. Brilliant. So now we have got iron going onto the correct side of the belt. We have got coal going onto the other side of the belt. That's marvelous. There's a little bit of a backlog over here that'll get cleaned up in just a sec. Good. Put that all in there. Sure. Okay. New dawn, new day. We got more sunshine coming our way. That's nice. Have we got the steam engine up and running yet? Not quite yet, but we are close. And I tell you what, we are aided by the fact that there is basically no real need right now for any research to take place. So that's good. That is good. Okay, so that goes in there. Nice. And then we get some pumps literally between here and here. Have I got 2 pumps? I've got 1 pump. Great. And then another pump goes in there. And that's all that we need in order to make everything work. Cool. Nope, tell a lie. We need 1 more pump as well. We need a pump to go here in the front. Ah, and we're out of fuel. Why are we out of fuel? Is that not... Oh, that's pipe. Oh, that's pipe. That's not good. Take that all back. That's a bit of a problem, actually. Not a huge problem, mind you, but it's a little bit of a problem. I'm glad that I caught that. That could have been an absolute unmitigated disaster. That is much better. Good. Nice. Okay. That's everything that we need. That should be 2 engines fully operational. Great. Power satisfaction, power production. Power production is shot all the way up to 3.1, which is absolutely more than required. And to be honest, I don't know if these... Yeah, it doesn't look like these facilities will work if the more efficient way of getting power, i.e. through steam, is up and running. So that's really, really nice to see. That's really, really good. Cool. This is all looking really, really great as well, and we are obviously nowhere near the number of iron molecules that we need to supply. There's clearly a lot more that we need to do there, but that's fine. Okay, so let's have a little look at the magnet production. How do we want to do magnet production? How do we want to do blue science production? So blue science is presumably going to be made in an assembler or a constructor. I suspect a constructor, because that's usually for more sophisticated things. No. Okay. The assembler? Okay. I don't really understand the difference, to be honest, but that's fine. So, magnet, gears, and screws. Okay. Okay. Here's the main thing. The main thing is that we're going to be outputting onto a belt out here. We've got all the space in the world. Let's not worry about the enemies for now. Okay. I'm going to need to get some more belts. Okay, so far, this is what I've come up with. I am in the process of building some more drills. I'm in the process of building some more blast furnaces as well. More drills equals more iron ore. We need iron ore for the magnet component as well. But I think we're going to start with... What is that? 8? That's 9. Let's get 1 more. Yeah, 1 more block here. So that'll take us up to 10. Again, I've got no idea of balance or anything like that. But that's fine. We've got loads and loads of constructions that are currently queued up. So, that's alright though, because we can plan this out. Also, just looking, looks like there is an enemy base up there. That worries me. That really does worry me. I'm going to queue up a turret, and I'm going to extend the ammo belt around here. In fact, I think I'm going to queue up 2 turrets. 2 more turrets, that is. Because I need to get another defensive structure probably here, and then another one here. To be fair, we just need to like completely surround our base of operations now with turrets, but that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Get this all built. Nice, lovely. It's happening at a good pace. So, continue to clear out this area. And then from there... What did I say we needed? Gears and screws. Gears, easy. Screws, less easy. But it's a 1-to-1 ratio. 2 screws. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay. Can I get some more assemblers, please? I got a lot of stuff that is queued up that we need to just get... Actually... Yeah, we just need to get through that, to be honest. There we go. Go get that built. We're going to use half of this stuff. We're going to use half of this stuff for magnets. But we're going to get an assembler. Right, so this is going to be... This is going to be where we do iron rods. I keep remembering that we need to just build it literally right next door to the belt. Okay, so this is where we're going to get iron rods. And then we're going to need to get another assembler. Okay, cancel this because I don't care about you anymore. Get out of here. Get out of here. Do I want to build the turret? I want to build the turrets, but I want to build the assemblers right now. Let's re-queue the turrets up. There we go. Okay. So, do some power cabling. Also waiting for all of that to be assembled. Good. Nice. Okay, so you produce 1 iron rod. Great. We're going to need to get another one. And then we're going to need to get you in here. And then you are going to take... There we go. 2... It's a 1-to-1. What am I talking about? It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Well, that's fine. We'll just do that. We'll just make 2 of them. We'll just make 2 of them. Load, load. Unload, unload. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Iron rods. Screws. Screws. Good. A little bit of space for expansion out here, if we want to. Don't know if we do want to, but that's fine. Right. Assembler here. Good. Let's have that just as a sort of reference point. And build me a few more assemblers. We've got 1 turret down. Let's go and get... Let's go and get the turret over here. There we go. Build that. And when we've built it, let's put in 42 ammo. And then I think we're going to get 1 more turret. It should now be built. Right over here. Is that going to be enough to defend us? I don't know. I'm not sure, actually. Let's get a splitter. In fact, to be fair, we don't even need to split. We just need to come down this way and get a little bit of underground belts. Cancel that. Cancel that. Fine. Underground belts. Very nice. And let's try and not mess up the vibes too much. Try and not get too near the base. It's fine, 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 and fine. Okay, good. And then the other turrets that we need to get to is all the way out over there, which should already have ammo. I don't like how close you're getting. There we go. Nice. To be fair, can I bait you in? Can I bait you in? I mean, there's quite a lot of... Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Okay. Yeah, so it turns out, yes, we can bait you in. But you also have... You also have other long-range turrets, which I did not expect. Oh, boy. Yeah. Okay, that's not something that I want to mess with. Maybe something that we want to mess with in a little bit, but not right now. Okay. Oh boy, that scared the absolute bejesus out of me. That was quite a large amount of firepower, to be honest with you. That was quite a large amount of firepower. Okay, so gears was next, right? Yeah, gears. Fine. And what do we need? We need 2 screws, 2 gears. Well, we're making 2 screws. We'll make 2 gears. Like so. There we go. There we go. Get you out over there. 2 gears, 2 screws. And then, the real question is, how do we make our 1 magnet? It's quite easy, isn't it? It's quite easy. To be fair, we could just get... We could get iron ore running down this side of the belt. And then we want to output everything. I could make this quite a tidy little setup. Yeah, so, I mean, that's the... Let's put this... Yeah, we'll add some stuff in there for now. We could get... one... I mean, it's only one, so that, to be fair, we've only built this around a single unit, but it's fine. There. Actually, get that coming across there, that coming across there, that coming across there. That's probably the... It's not probably the best, but it's decent enough, I think. Right, you in there, you in there, you in there. Let's get outputs. Output. I think that's good. I think that's good. I mean, maybe could make it a little bit tighter, but actually, yeah, it's pretty decent. And for the outputs, we get this right here. Perfect. Okay, so that is going to take way longer. So I could absolutely support... I could... Okay, see, look at how long it takes to make these, as opposed to making all of the other components. So this is just a very challenging situation for me to balance. Scrap all of this. Scrap all of this. And then just make... Yeah, just make something like this. And then we will do... Yeah, do this, and then that, and then this. Take that back. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And then across here like so. That'll get us the components on both sides of the belt. That's quite nice. Yeah. Let's just even that up. Very good. So that'll get us the magnets and the other things on both sides. And then let's get you to come down this way. Get a nice little bit of underground belts. This feels very inefficient, but I don't actually mind that much. Yep, get you in there. Make sure that you're on blue science. Make sure you're on blue science. Blue science. Underground belts. Underground belts. And... yoink out that way. Cool. And then for the outputs, we can literally just output straight onto here. And that will output onto the near side, which is quite nice. That gives us plenty of room for expansion, which I honestly think we'll need, because the speed of production of these assemblers is not high. Not high at all. So that's nice. Ditch that. How do I do the lab situation, I wonder? I think we probably just get more labs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 labs, maybe? Sure, 5 labs seems reasonable. Also, let's just copy, paste this, and that will be everything that we could possibly need. Very nice. Are we out of belts? Wow, I cannot believe that I'm out of belts. That's good. I feel like that's a good thing. Although, to be fair, it was probably because I built this massive, ridiculous ammo belt, which is, honestly, totally ridiculous, because we can only store, like, a certain number of bits of ammo. It's not even 33. 33 is what I put in. Yeah, we store 5 rounds. We store 5 magazines of ammo. That seems a little bit ridiculous. Okay, no matter. No matter. Go and grab ourselves all of the belt that we possibly can. We'll go and grab ourselves, oh, an absolute abundance of iron ore. This is coming together. This is feeling really, really good. I'm happy with how this all looks. I'm happy with the power production. I'm happy with everything. This is good. Although I will note that it looks like one of my turbines is down. No, you're up and running fine. You are not running fine, and the reason that you're not running fine is because there is not enough coal. Yep, that was kind of foreseeable. To be fair, we've only got 3 This is not good. Let's do this instead. There we go. And then we'll just get a splitter in here at a nearby point in the future. And that will keep everything going, I hope. Whilst I get some more... Let's actually delete you. Yeah, keep everything going whilst we wait for some more resources to arrive. This is good. That's good. That's good. Much better. Much better. So that'll get us a full belt, which I think is perfect. Could probably turn off some of these combustion generators, but again, it's like, what's the point? There's no reason to. If these are both active, then these just stop, which is real nice. Real nice. Delete you. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Sure, that'll do. Splitter. Nice. Cool. So that's now much more efficient, and in fact, we will get. There we go. 3 additional drills on here to help out. Ooh, you are super low, buddy. I don't think there's anything that I can do about that. That being said, there is a repairer now. I'm going to start the process of getting the repairer. I don't know how research is going to work. We might be able to... Yeah, it looks like we're able to make progress on the green research independently of the blue, which I think is fantastic. That's lovely. That's just what we like to see. And if I can build that repairer before the next round of enemies decide to attack me, then I will be in an even better position. There we go. How's this all looking? This is all looking perfect. This is looking swell. Let's clean this area up, and then let's get our labs down. I don't know. Maybe we just bang them down here. I guess there's no real reason not to. Yeah, I guess I can continue to expand this area out. It's good. That's good. That will suit me just fine. There we go. In, out, out. Cool. And then let's buffer. Buffer in one place. Yeah, we can continue to expand, but I think for now we're just gonna leave this here. And there we go. Not lab. Leave you there. And leave you there like so. Nice. That's looking good. Okay, so it's now everything powered. It's going to be, yeah, a little bit juicier of a power production threshold. But that should be fine. And you know what? Maybe I do want to get another one of these. I can't do that. That's fine. One more is grand. One more is grand. I can definitely support. I can support so many more of these things. Yeah, I can support a lot more. But you know what? We'll just leave that. We'll leave that there for now. And we'll just allow the. I mean, it's only 50. It's only 50 thingies. Only 50 blues. Rocketry. I'm super interested in that. Barracks. I think I'm interested in barracks more than I'm interested in anything else. So let's queue up barracks, and then let's queue up rocketry. Heck yeah, let's heck and go. What else do I need to get done? I mean, I need to get some more turrets set up. That's for sure. I could do with probably getting another steam turbine. Yeah, another steam engine, because I've got a boiler already. Oh, enemies incoming. They're incoming from the top. They're incoming from here. Well, to be fair, I think we're all right there. I think they're going to destroy my turret. Yeah, we're going to be fine over there. I think they are probably going to try and destroy this turret. Okay. That's fine. We are absolutely going to be in danger down at the bottom. So, after I get this next steam turbine set up, I think we're immediately going to pivot and try and get... Yeah, and try and get some more defenses up and running. Seems like a really good idea. Pipes, good. Lovely. And maybe I could automate the process of pumps and whatnot. Feels a little bit unnecessary. Yep, pump in there, pump out there. Yes, I realize that I'm using the pumps that have been reserved for the that have been reserved for the steam engine. I don't care. And we wait for that to get built. And then we need to think about where we're going to get our coal from. Probably here somewhere, I guess. Yeah, there. Nice. Turrets, fluids, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. Build lots, build lots, build lots. I mean, 800 should be enough. I say that. Maybe I should just double this entire setup up, to be honest. Let's get... I really hate the way that this works. It's not a good look. Is there a better way of doing this? Probably like supplying at the front is easier. Yeah, let's maybe tidy this up and then just try and... Tidy this up and try and make this duplicatable. Yeah, good. Good, good, good. And then if we get some underground belts here. Yeah, and we figure out this. We gotta move all this around. Yes, I know everybody's gonna have an uncomfortable couple of moments as we sort out the pump situation. Yeah, put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Where the heck did my... Where the heck did my pumps... Oh, they were moved over yonder. That's fine. Okay, so we get belt going in. We get belt going in. We get belt going in. We get belt going under here. Belt going under there. Belt going under there. And then we get out, 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 out. Boom. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then we just have water that goes all the way along here. That is much better. That is much, much better. I am personally way more satisfied with how that all works. This looks a little bit funky, but actually it's completely fine. Yeah. This is good. This is good. This is much better. Okay, how's my recipe doing? We are already full of blues. Oh, nice. Okay, not really the situation that I thought would be happening. I didn't think that we would... 3, 4, 5. I didn't think that we would have blue stuff sorted first, but apparently we did. As a consequence, I'm just going to, like, duplicate this entire setup here. And we're going to plonk you down over there. And if I can get a splitter, then that's great. If not, we could just get it to go on one big old belt. But I think that will allow me to do my research, well, doubly as fast. Which is real good. Also got some more turrets, got plenty of belts. Let's, whilst we're waiting for all of that to get built, let's go and extend. Let's go and extend my turret network down to the bottom over here. This is probably going to be one of the larger expansions that we do. Very necessary. Very necessary indeed. Keep it coming all the way out here. Oh, that's interesting. It automatically builds under rocks. That's kind of cool. Don't really need that, to be honest. There we go. There we go. Nice. And that's a lab. But close. And turret goes in there. Nice. Cool. Do I want to do any more whilst I'm over here? Do you know what? I've got another 43 bits of belt. Let's just go and do this. Sure. And turret. There. Great. Load. Nice. And that protects this area as well. Ooh, loads and loads of steel. Am I out of coal? I am, in fact, out of coal. Good thing, I've got way more coal. And I've also got loads and loads of steel, so that's probably a plentiful amount of steel for what I actually require. Which is a great position to be in. That's good. That is good. Loads and loads of science packs as well. It's just literally about using the darn things. And we can, and we will, use all of our science packs. Because we've gone to the trouble of making them, we might as well use them. Okay, so that's modularized now. That's good. This is looking good. Let's get rid of that constructor, which is just chilling around in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I'm happy with how this is coming on. Barracks is coming up next, And repairer. Yep, you're going to get done as well. You know what? Just build more labs. If we've got no worries about anything else, I'll just build some more labs. Why the heck not? We'll build some more labs. We'll get another splitter. We'll split this off and we'll build a little lab complex over here. Right, we've just finished with the repairer research. I am interested in seeing what that takes to build. Where is it? Science, combat. It's combat. Okay. So it's iron ingots, steel. Okay, it's pretty easy, to be fair. Let's build, like, 2 of them, I think. Let's just do that for now. What have we got? We're waiting for all these labs to get built. Come on. Come on. We'll wait for one more lab to get built. Then we'll build one of those splitters. And then 1, 2, 3 of these, I think. Throw you into there. I really want to see what rocket parts are going to do for us. That's going to be... It's going to be really, really cool. Let's get this here. This there. That there. Nice. That's looking swell. And we'll get ourselves some energy as well. Come on. Get rid of these. I need to be building faster. Can I improve my build speed? I feel like my build speed is utterly atrocious right now. It could be a lot better. Splitter goes in there. Great. Okay, so we're definitely getting through some of our science packs. Probably going to be reactivating this area for the first time in a little while. But that's fine. We're completely okay with that. Throw in the extra science packs that I've got in there. And yeah, that's going to allow us to make some really, really good progress on everything. Okay, let's go and test out these repairers, shall we? Let's put them down in my inventory. Do they just work on electricity? If they just work on electricity... Oh, they do just work on electricity. Lovely stuff. Okay, so that's it then. That's what we need. We just need a combo of a repairer next to a turret. Obviously, it needs to be supplied with power. But that's pretty easy for us to do. Consumes 200 kilowatts of power when it's active, though, right? Like, that's the thing, is that it's not going to be active all the time. It's only going to be active for a short spell. But that's good. That's nice. At least we've now got some repairers that are going to be able to repair our turrets. Onwards and upwards, we're going to get to the barracks next. We're absolutely going to get to the barracks. Why the heck has all of my blue science production stopped? I don't know. Let's go and find out together. Is it because magnets no longer have... Aha, that's it. They no longer have any form of iron to draw from. Also, this is a mistake. This is a huge mistake. This should only be... There we go. That should only be that. Let's take you out of there before you can cause any more harm. Take you out of there. That's fine. Right. That's why you got to be careful with iron filters, kids. That's exactly why. Go. Cool. And then outputs. And then, yeah, you can just output anything. It's fine. And then science packs into there. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. But, to be fair, that was the issue. There was another issue to do with iron ore. So, that's good to get rectified. I think the way that we want to tackle this, to be honest, is literally with a bespoke iron ore belt. I think it's the best case scenario. We just get ourselves a tiny little bit of iron ore. Because we don't really need that much. Tiny bit of iron ore. Bring it down this way. Yeah. Yeah, cut across. And get it in here. Can we get it in here without you being really annoying about it? Because if I put this here, then you'll just come onto the belt. Yeah, there is something that we can do about that, and that's just to guarantee that the iron ore always gets put onto the correct side of the belt, which would just fix our issues, I suppose. So that's nice, and then we get a loader right in there. And that will be fine. That will be almost certainly more than any level of iron production that we really need to worry about. So yeah, quite happy with that. Quite comfortable with that. That's looking really good. Power production issues, yep, they have gone down to exactly where they need to go. I'm excited about this barracks, to be honest. And then I'm excited about rocketry. Fluid storage, meh, don't really care. That's kind of like a dead end. Mining speed, I guess we can sort of get set up afterwards. We're doing rocketry now. Let's get mining speed after that. Then let's get movement speed after that. Yep. I want to see what rocketry is going to do. It's going to allow us to go to space. I'm very, very keen to go to space. So, combat-wise, we've got barracks. Let's go and build them. Anything else that I unlocked? The Gatling bot. Huh, okay. That requires robot parts. Don't know how we build robot parts. Let's check in the assembler. They're here. Okay, steel frames, motors, and gears. I've somehow got some motors. And gears are pretty easy for us to make. So, steel frames is literally just steel. Motors are... Motors are what? Motors are steel, gears, and magnets. Okay, let's have a little look. Let's build the barracks first. Does the barracks use Gatling bots? Interesting. I think that this is going to use Gatling bots. Let's see what it says here. Barracks allow you to deploy your own troops against enemies. Insert Gatling box or tanks and ammo to deploy them. Deconstructing barracks will destroy all deployed troops. Okay, we do not want to do that yet. Real-time strategy mode. Cool. Okay, interesting. This is my... I guess this is a really decent sort of template for what we need. Okay, so the motor includes steel, gears, magnets. I've got an idea. We're gonna do something. Let's get, in the first instance, let's get a few splitters. Yep. That's an underground belt potato, but good try. Few splitters. Take you out this way. Do you know what? Just tidy up this area here. Maybe take that lab out. Move this all back. What I really want is a sort of like fresh area. Actually, you know what? Maybe the best fresh area we could get would be under and over here, because I still want to maintain that this area can go up, although actually that needs to get moved back a little bit. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's fine. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that later. It's okay. Right, so over here, what I really want to do... Aha! I've already got steel over here. That's quite nice. It's very nice, in fact. What I really want to do is... Let's just copy this entire setup, right? So that goes there. Did I copy? Yeah, copy everything. Good. Oh, enemies are incoming. Where are the enemies incoming from? I don't think I'm actually worried, to be honest. For the first time ever, I don't think I'm worried. Yeah, you destroy a little bit of belts. Okay. Yeah, that's a little annoying. Little annoying, but everywhere else was completely fine. So we probably just need to be a little bit more, a little bit more careful with our belt positioning. Alternatively, the lazy option, and probably the better option just in general, is to build another turret, like right in the center here. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Why the heck not? We'll throw that into there. We'll throw a repairer turret down here. Get that extended. Range of the repairers a little bit. Actually, no, we will not build that there. Build it like here. There we go. Get you out of the way. Power pole. Yep. And turret. There we go. And that should be it, I think. And then that will give me even more coverage on the upside, which I think is real good. Let's wait until this is done. There we go. Get you done. Nice. Okay, so don't deconstruct that anymore. I want to keep it all now. Okay. Ah, no. I wanted to keep that all. I didn't need to move that. I didn't need to move that. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Keep on working on rocketry. We need it. Also, am I producing? I'm not producing. Why am I not producing? We are producing. We're just producing hella slowly. That's okay. That's fine. Anyway, back over to here. So, more assemblers. Yep, a few constructors because we're going to probably need them. Right, get this area set up. Get it connected. That's good. So, you're going to make gears. You're going to make gears. I need... It's robot parts, right? I need a robot part, and then I need to turn it into a Gatling bot. Yeah. So, where's the robot part? Where is the robot part? Robot part is here. Yeah, so steel frames, motors. Let's see what that's made in. Let's build a constructor. It is not here. It is an assembler, which we never seem to have enough of. Maybe I should have manufactured assemblers, to be honest. That's maybe a more sensible idea. But I do need that reference point. I don't think there's a way that I can, like, pin recipes or anything. So, this is kind of what we have to do. Unfortunately, we just have to wait until the assembler is built. Fine. Okay, good. Right, assembler, build it there. So, for the motor. The gears are easy. Gears are super easy. Steel frame is literally just steel. It's just the motor that we need to worry about. And then that's going to be steel, gears, and magnets. So, magnets, steel, and then what we want here is we want... All that we want, actually, is this to go here, here. Yeah. We're going to get you to do motors. We're going to get you to do motors. We'll have this as an input, have this as an input, and make sure that it's all connected up to the big, juicy power network, which is juicy enough at the moment to keep us going. Go. Good. Okay, so motors, that's great. Magnets, not super great. We're going to need to figure out how we get the resources coming in here, but that's fine. That's a problem for a future potato. That's not my problem right now. And then steel is going to be a very simple... Oh, also, are we out of... We out of coal? We're out of coal here. I knew this day would arrive, and it has technically already arrived, but it's fine. Right. Bring down. So split half of this. Split half of this. Come down this way. Take that power pole out because it's annoying me and in the way. And... Yep. Up here. Down here. That's good. Nice and nice. So that will get me... That will get me what I require. And we just need to make sure that it is on the correct side. This is... Obviously, this is destroying my ideal of having a extendable situation over here. An extendable blast furnace area. Do I care? You know what? I kind of don't. I kind of don't. Kind of don't. But that being said, this is a problem because half of the resources that we've got coming in here are coal. We don't want coal to be coming in here. Can't filter on you. Tell you what, let's take that out of there, take that out of there. Let's just have this. There we go. Remove you. Here we go, and then up here, around here. Okay, so I think that's a bit better. Hope that's going to be a bit better. And so that will all come in on one side. And then we basically just need to be outputting on the other side. So that needs to be on the other side here. Yeah, which I think it all should be. Perfect. And then that's good. Okay, so you're going to be all on the outside. It's great. We've got plenty of steel coming through here now. Marvelous. That is going to go down into the assembler. Great. And then the assembler... We're going to need some gears. Gears, do you know what? Let's take you out. And then let's put in another assembler here. And actually, ironically enough, I think we should have... I don't even need this nonsense here. I think we should have all of the components that we need in order to make this work. So then we select robot parts. Ah, no, steel frame. Where do we want to make steel frames? Bummer. Steel frames. Hold on. Take this back. We still need you to go down this. We still need motors to be built here, and they are painfully slow. Let's take this out and try and rework it a little bit. Right, so I'm reasonably happy with this. Whether or not we need to actually automate this entire process, I don't know. Got a little chest in the middle here. We sort of, like, fork this area and produce steel. I guess this is kind of expandable. Not really. Maybe if you kind of squint, like, really hard. But whatever the case, as soon as we get a loader in here and a loader in there, that should give us absolutely everything that we need. And I can get some motors in. Come on. God, it's taking a while, isn't it? I guess I'll get another loader. Oh yeah, we're doing some research. I completely forgot about that. But we've got build speed now, and we're moving on to mining speed, which is great. Copper processing, steam probes. I mean, yes, rocketry. We've finished up with rocketry. I wanna see what rocketry stuff is. This is cool. Launch pad, we need 125 screws. We need motors. We need a loader. We can't handcraft that. Presumably it needs to be done in an assembler. Nope. Guessed wrong. Guessed wrong. Constructor. Guess so. Launch pad. There we go. How much steel? How many screws? How many motors? Thankfully, I'm backlogging motors in this chest. It's going to be more than 4, isn't it? It's 30. Okay, screws, however, we can, in fact, backlog. In fact, we don't even need to backlog. We can just literally throw them in here. How fortuitous that this area that I have built comes with screws pre-prepared, ready to go. How nice is that? Okay, build that there. And then we need motors. Motors we can deal with in just a sec. But for now, robot parts. And then how do we turn robot parts into Gatling bots? They are made in a... Let's have a little look. Constructor. Also, this constructs pretty darn fast. 5 robot parts is quite a lot, I feel. So that's pretty darn good. Loaders. That's plenty of loaders. We're only going to need 1 launch pad, surely. So let's... This takes such a long time. Let's maybe not overdo it. But yeah, I feel like I could definitely do with like moving this entire process or this entire processing area down so that I can squeeze in some more assemblers for motors. Because even though we make 5 of them a piece, it's a very slow process. And to be fair, they gobble pretty darn fast. Right, constructor. Let's make this here, and let's see. Gatling bot. Am I going crazy? No. Is it an assembler? It's not. Do I just put the parts into... Hold on. Do I put the parts into a barracks? Was that it? Let's see. It was this. Launch pad. I want to check out the launch pad. I want to see all of this stuff later. I want to... Don't spoil it for me now. Insert Gatling bots. I am not going crazy. We can't get Gatling bots. Huh. So where the heck do we build Gatling bots then? 1 robot part. Not in the barracks. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I cannot see it. Am I going absolutely bonkers? I feel like I might be. Let's just try... Let's just try throwing them into the... Try throwing them in here, maybe, I guess? Oh, yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so this is where we do it. Don't do it there. Don't do it there. Don't do it there, because otherwise it's going to get removed. Let's build Yeah, let's build it all the long, long way, all the way over here. The reason being is that we can directly put ammo in, which I'm very excited about. Here we go. And then we can maybe... There we go. Get ourselves a direct input of robot parts. Very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, so this is going to allow us to make up to 16 troops. I presume... Oh, look at that. Look at that. I presume there's nothing stopping us from getting ourselves a second barracks. And you know what? This is the absolute perfect place to do it. Oh, you're very red. Okay. Also, I need to get... You need to get... there we go. More magnets. Whilst I'm over here, do I want to just... One chest, so that I never ever have to worry about this area again. Get this out there. We'll do outputs, input. Be nice if you had like a single, you know, like a transferer loader or something, you know? That would be kind of nice. Anyway, that'll keep us good for a while there. Not super worried about that. I am worried about the fact that I need quite a few more motors in order to make this launchpad thing, but we'll get there in a bit. Barracks, let's get you down over there, and let's get going. This is cool. This is really, really cool. Okay, so how do I do? You can hold left shift to enter real-time strategy mode. Okay, not really sure that that is. Not really sure that that's working. Left shift mode doesn't really do it. Once you see troops around the barracks. No. Okay, no. Okay, no, I have no idea. No idea. Left shift mode doesn't really seem to do the trick. No matter though, no matter. Well, we need to wait a little bit before we get before we charge up anyway. Not worried about that. There we go, a little incursion up there, but you've all been taken care of, and I know for a fact that there is a repairer turret right over there, so that's completely fine. Yeah, we need to get repaired here. We need to get repaired? No, we don't need to get repaired. We just need ammo. We need to get ammo, and then I'm gonna do this. There we go. That gives me slightly larger amounts of ammo than otherwise would be anticipated. What about... There we go. Look at that. Okay, so that should be enough. No, it's not. I need 5 more motors. That's cool. I like how we're doing 2 things at once. This is nice. So is that enough of everything? 250 steel. There we go. That's enough. That is enough. Okay, so the launch pad is gonna take a little while to come good. This is taking far too long. Let's get... There we go. Let's get 3 loaders into each barracks there. I need to get this all completely sorted. I'm excited to see what the rocket pad is going to mean. I mean, we're on one planet at the moment, but I want to be on more planets. Can I... Hold on. Oh, look at this. I didn't even realize this. Literally hit tab. And there's copper over there. Oh, cool. Okay, that is marvelous. I can't believe that I've literally just now discovered the ability to zoom out to the galactic level. Once you see troops around the barracks, you can hold left shift. Okay, literally hold left shift and right click. But it looks like it's only... Is it like a proximity thing? I don't know why I can only order 3 around. Okay, I guess I just select them all. But I guess it only includes ones that have ammo. Okay, you know what? Go and attack. Go and attack. I'm gonna witness this. Okay, quite expendable. It's definitely the vibe that we're getting. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Do not destroy me. Yep. I want to get stuck in there. These robots are bad. These robots are bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I died. Gatling bots are not very high HP units, to be honest. Not very high HP units at all. Great. How do I pick up... How do I pick up these resources? Oh, there we go. We'd literally just right-click highlight. Okay, well, that's nice. I'm glad that I don't lose anything. That's cool. Okay, clearly a lot of ammo issues. Let's maybe see if we can try and figure out some of our ammo issues. I'm not quite sure why we would have them. It's probably just because we have burnt through all of our backlog of ammo. We currently make it in literally one singular location here. So actually, now that I see it, it does kind of make sense, to be fair. Right, let's do this. Let's get that removed. We'll put a splitter in here. And we'll get... There we go. A few loaders. Unloaders. Right in there. Nice. That is good. That's very, very good. Another assembler. And we'll queue all of this up. Great. Ammo, ammo, ammo. And I really would like it to be on both sides of the belt. So what I'll do is I'll just have this here. And obviously won't matter for now. But in the future, it will. Which is exciting. Copy, paste you. Out over to there. And am I out of belts? I cannot believe that I am out of belts. Well, I will build the belt manually on this one occasion only. And then we'll go and pop back over to here to get a little bit more. Nice. Am I good for iron ingots? Not really. I'll pick some up. Cool. I love this little area. This is such a great little operation. It's very, very cool. Doesn't look like we've got much in the way of production either of this. Blue research. Green research, that is. Also, are we out of coal over here? Yes, we certainly are. That means that my steel production is going to come to a grinding and embarrassing halt. So let's go and get that fixed. Yeah. Now is the opportunity to scale everything up. That's what we've got. I mean, we've finally got enough iron. We probably need a little bit more coal. But it's fine. It's all coming good. It's all coming good. And I'm pretty chuffed with that. In the meantime, though, we should just be building up a big amount of Gatling bots over at the... where is it? There we go. Over here. But it is, of course, the ammunition shortage that is really bothering me. This looks like a pretty much full complement of bots, though. We've almost got a fully loaded area over here. That's kind of nice, I guess. But yeah, we'll wait until we get a little bit more ammo through before we move out. We've got loads and loads of robot parts here. Very, very chuffed with that. Let's grab a launch pad, and then let's see what the launch pad does for us. So we're going to need to get some robot parts, some launch... what are they called? Some rocket parts. Yeah, and I've already got a few rocket parts from salvaging some stuff. A steam deployer or a steam freighter? Right, well, let's have a little look at the almanac and see what we've got in store. So the launch pad allows you to launch rockets into space. Cool. Your first rocket will most likely be the steam rocket, so it's recommended to set up the launch pad with boilers connecting to it. Okay, that's actually quite convenient, and I don't have another boiler, but I can make one. Yep, we'll get that. We'll get a few pumps. Sure. No big deal. No big deal there at all. So, the steam deployer. Let's start with the steam deployer. That's literally going to need 20 rocket parts. How do we build rocket parts? Because rocket parts, I suspect, will be the strongest or most important piece of the puzzle. Motors, steel frames, and screws. Well, we have got all of it right here already. The motors... I kind of hate the production process that we have for motors, to be honest. It's not really great. Do I need another launch pad? I feel like I don't need another launch pad. I feel like we can just ditch that. I mean, if we've got the screws that are coming through here, that'll take care of screws, steel frames, and motors. Yeah, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna copy paste this area here. Let's get that in there. Yeah, ditch this launch pad as well, because we don't really need it to be right here. Yeah, so get that removed. Come on. Thank you. And then you make the steel frames. Gonna probably try and... Gonna probably just try and ditch this area here. Yeah, but this is perfect though. This is exactly what we need. Famous last words, but I think it is. We're also going to do another copy of this. Put this over here. Also, that needs to come out. Don't know why that rock is in there. That's actually quite an inconveniently placed rock, all things considered. There we go. Good. Take that power pole out. Nice. And yeah, I think, to be honest, I think I probably want even more. Yeah, even more motor production than this. This in there, this in there, this in there, this in there. Cool. Cool. Okay, where's the boiler gonna go? Where's the boiler and where's my launch pad gonna go? Maybe over here? That feels like not a bad place to do it. Because I've still got to get a bunch of additional... Where do I want to do it? Yeah, a bunch of additional facilities over here. These are going to do the rocket part construction. Steel parts are going to be coming from here. There we go. Nice. So that'll get me loads and loads of steel coming through. I still cannot believe that I need to get some coal. Some coal onto this belt. That is kind of bonkers. But that's okay as well. And once I have got that pump, thankfully, I'm going to be able to get... There we go, some power poles. So that will power up this entire area. This is going to have steel, great, gears, great. That gets removed. That gets rebuilt. Ah, don't care about that, don't care about that, don't care about that, don't care about that, don't care about that. Don't care about any of this nonsense. Just give me the stuff that I actually need. There we go, one of those. Cool. Alrighty. So, that will get me motors. And then we need to bring the motors down here. We need to bring the screws down here. I've got the screws coming from this direction. And then the steel frames. Yeah, so here's what I will do. Steel frames. Let's get... This is going to be a little bit janky, but you know what? This is a potato build, so we're okay with that. There, 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 and there. And yeah, we'll get you making the steel frames, you making steel frames, you making steel frames, and you making steel frames. Marvelous. And then I think we're just going to try and chance it. Maybe this is going to be enough screws. Maybe it's not going to be enough screws. I don't know. You're going to need to go around the other side of the belt. Yep. Cool. Ditch that. Cool. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. And then we will have you on the output, you on the output, you on the output, you on the output. Is that right? Have I done that correctly? I might not have. Yeah, I haven't. Hold on. This is ridiculous. This needs to be on the other side. Go, and then that goes there. Yeah, much better. Okay, so steel, we've got motors, we have got... why have we got steel coming down on both sides now? There's a way that we can fix that. Yeah, I need steel to just be on one side here because I need to have a loader here. Yeah, I need to have a loader here. What do you need? You need... Yes, we've got screws and... We've got screws and steel beams coming through on this belt, and then we're going to need to get... Also, yeah, you're going to need all of that, which I keep forgetting about. We're going to get motors that are going to come down here. They're going to get loaded onto a chest as a interstitial sort of like buffer place, and then get moved across. Yeah, that is what I think we're going to do. And then we just need to have loader, filter, motor, fine, good, remove steel. However, we need to make sure that the steel is only on the other side. The other side of the belt. This is... Why have we got... Why on earth have we got iron here? Oh, I see. It's because of that. Right, well that's fixable. Where are we getting attacked from? Honestly, not worried at all. Not worried at all. Building under attack, as long as I don't see building destroyed, I'm going to choose not to worry about it. Power production should be better once we finish up being attacked and once we get all the repairs done. Yeah, we should be fine. We should be fine. Okay, gonna clear the iron from this belt, and I think the best and easiest way to do it is literally just to build out a little bit further, and then delete, and then collect the resources. There must be a way that I can pick up things on the... There must be a way that I can do it. There must be a way that I can do it, but who cares? Star map, yeah, I want to explore that. I want to explore the stars. I'm really keen to get there. But for now, we're just going to have to settle for clearing iron on our belts. Nope. Nope. Cool. And delete you. Great. Okay. That should be everything. Should be everything sorted, to be honest. Don't think we should have any issues with this. Is this going to be enough production of rocket parts? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Go, though. That's great. And is this enough steel production that we've got? I don't know, because I've stopped using steel production. This is not good. This is also not good. Yeah. It's really not good that we've got iron on this belt, guys. This is no bueno. This is no bueno, because we're not going to use it for anything over here. But it's alright, we'll fix it. I think, to be fair, it can exist on that belt. It just can't exist on... Can't exist on this belt, which I need to split here. Yeah, and then just take straight down. So as long as there's no iron on that belt, then we are just fine. Good. Much better. Okay, so that will get us everything that we need. That will get us all of... There we go. That'll get us all of the motors. Go rocket parts. Go rocket parts. Go rocket parts. Go rocket parts. And I think we're just going to output directly onto this belt here. There we go. We're going to have a loader onto a chest. Go, just there, nice. And you are only going to load rocket parts. Nice. So it's a big job. Very big job. We also have not got steel parts just at the very end here. It's okay though, we can go and fix that fairly easily. It's yeah, it's an easy to fix issue. So we need more steel frames than we do need screws and motors. So I think we'll be okay. If I do need more screws, then we can try and figure out what the issue will be upstream. And to be honest, I could get a few more screw facilities over here, but you know what? I'm not worried about that right now. Are we okay for power? We're not really okay for power. We could definitely do with getting some more power, but I'm going to choose to actively not worry about that right now. Yeah. For good reason. Also, holy cow, this is going to take a long time to build. That's okay, though. That's okay. We can deal with that. Right, so let's get the launch pad built over here. Let's also build a turret right next door. I'm not prepared to lose a launch pad. We're going to get a steam deployer. I'm going to start throwing a couple in there. I can half the amount of ammo that's in my thingy. Put ammo out there. Where's the ammo line? It's over here, isn't it? That's fine. It's good. I don't think I can belt across water, can I? It is on like little stilts, but it's not possible, I don't think. That's okay. That's fine. And that way. Nice. Okay, so even a little bit of extra ammo will help out quite a lot, I think. It's good. And we getting any rocket parts yet? No, no siree. But we are making progress. We are making progress. Definitely need to go and sort out my power situation. I will do that momentarily. But I just want to get this belt finished so that I can start automating this process. There we go. There we go. Might not be perfect. We might have... There we go. We might have some issues, but at least we're going to be able to get ourselves the steam deployer, which is super useful. And let's get that over there. Is that one? That gives us one rocket part. Okay, this is ludicrously expensive. And not even expensive, actually. It's ludicrously time-consuming. So, how do we fix that? We're going to get ourselves a bunch of assemblers. And what we're going to do is we're actually just going to use this belt that we've already sort of built, and we're going to just extend it around. Yeah. Let's go and do that. Also, we can start filling in these areas, build some more assemblers. That's good. But no, I came over here for more belt. And do I need any more loaders, unloaders? Nope. We're actually completely fine for loaders and unloaders. And now I cannot move the launch pad. I don't think it counts if they're still in rocket part form, but I think it would be good practice to not move that. I'm going to take you out of there. Yeah, and I think we should still have space here. Let's get the drill in there. Yep, perfect. I do. Good, good, good. And then bring it down this way. Yeah. Yep. And then ammo belts. You are... Oops. Going to have to go underground, which I think should be no issues at all. There we go. And to be honest, probably need to get another turret over here somewhere anyway. Right, delete that. And then what we want to do, literally copy paste. Yeah, copy paste, copy paste. Copy paste. All the way down here. Nice. And that is great. That's really good. 1 and 2. Yes, probably strained for power, but at least we're going to start the process of making this all work. Is that going to be enough production for me? I don't know. I see, that's the thing. I just don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, so the belt is over there. It's going to be a bit of a nasty one to build, isn't it? Yeah, because we need to get over to there. I think I'll just underground it. It's fine. That's fine. Yep, delete that, delete that. There's my chest gone. Chest there. Load. Only load rocket parts. Great. Unload. And we go underground here. Yeah. Nice. Underground. Underground. And that is going to be fully automated. Okay, next thing, I absolutely need to sort out power. There is pretty much no world in which I can continue on this level of power. So let's start building 3 more steam engines, since I know that that's going to take a buttload of time. Have I got some rocket parts that I can put in here? I do. I've got a couple. Also, how are we doing for ammo? I feel like not good is the answer, to be honest. I feel like we should be doing a lot better for ammo. And we're just kind of not. I feel like I've not visited the rest of this base for a long time. What's the issue? Any issues at all? I mean, no, not really. There is a massive bottleneck here. That is a huge issue, to be honest with you. It's great that I'm buffering. It's not great that I'm failing to buffer. That's not super hot. The other thing that we can do is take this out. No, take this out here. And then go in over the top here. That will allow me to get slightly more onto the belt. I cannot believe that. Honestly, what a complete waste of time. Also, looks like we're a little bit low on the old iron. We might be running out of coal in some places now. Although, no, it looks like we're fine. Yeah, power seems to be a particularly spotty thing. So let's go and see if we can try and sort that out. I need to basically copy this entire area here. It is perfect for me. If I can just remove that and then just build this right here, that would be perfect, with the exception of the water pump, which is going to need to be replaced in a more better, different area. That's fine. There we go. Good. Build all of this. Then I get, what, like a couple more boilers? 2 more boilers. Oh, I need to get a 3rd boiler as well for the station up there, the launch pad. Yeah. So we'll get that sorted. Okay. But yeah, we need to get this power system built, and we need to get this built kinda soon, to be honest. I don't like the ratios. It feels like the ratios are not right. Right, it's all built. All I need to do is put down a pump right here, and then link it up with a little bit of pipe, I believe. And that should... There we go. That should just work, I think. There we go. Put the pump in the facing the correct direction, and that should be golden. There we go. And so with that, I think that will increase our power production up way past the point where we need to worry about it. I am splitting... I'm doing a lot of weird splitting here, to be fair, which is not ideal, but yeah, I'm kind of relying quite heavily on a very, very limited amount of coal right now. I could maybe be changing that, but whatever. Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's all good. Right, let's get launching. I want to get launching. This is overdue. Speaking of coal, this is where coal needs to go. Otherwise, my steel completely falls apart, as we are seeing happen literally right now. If only I could have done something about that. Oh, look at that. Okay, so what's going on? What's going on here? Launch pad contains something. We need fuel? Oh, we need steam. Yeah, I forgot we need steam. That's okay, though. I built a boiler. Did I not build a boiler? I could have sworn I built a boiler. It doesn't matter. We'll build that right now. We're going to need to get some pumps as well for the boiler to work. Okay, automatic navigation. Add destination. Oh, okay. I mean, we only have one. We've only got one destination to go to. That's CU-955. Thespia. That's the name of the thingy. So we do add departure condition. Add destination. Self. No, we want to do select launch pad. Yeah, but can I not jump to destination? Add destination. I want to add the I want to add CU whatever it is. There we go. Can I add you there? Good. Add destination. No. Okay. I mean, that ship. Okay, so that's the ship, though. The ship, I don't know. We'll call it the Potato Explorer. How the heck does this work? Right, I think we need to get the ship up into the air first, or into space, before we operate it. You can automate travel between launch pads directly. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I really want to do that. I just want to get it. I want to get it up into space first. So I think that's probably the priority for right now. Let's go and get you built over there. Pipes. We don't have pipes that are currently able to go underground. So that kind of sucks, but you know what? We got belts that can go underground, so let's do that instead. There we go. Also, how are we doing for ammo? Not great. Really not great at all. Let's get you to go there. Let's get some more pipes. Let's get a pump that goes in here. And let's not get a pump that goes in there. Let's move the boiler back just a little bit, because we're going to have to get a series of pumps. A series of pumps are going to go out and then in, and then we link with a pipe. And then we also have to get a pump going in. We Can't get a hot going in there, because otherwise there's going to be issues. Delete that. Do you know what? Just copy, paste, load. There we go. Delete this entire thing. That's better. Okay, that gives me a little bit more space to play around with. Cool. And then pipe. Marvelous. Very good. Okay, so now we should start to see... We should start to see things working. I know we're going to have to wait for a bit of coal to get in here. How much do we need? 10,000? And we basically get 50 at a push. Right. This is going to have to be automated. I'm not happy about the fact that it's going to have to be, but it will have to be. Get a turret there. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to clean up this area. We're going to go and copy a, I don't know, like this bit here. There we go. Copy that bit. And then just come back here and plonk this down. And try and just cover as many thingies as we can. There we go. That's good. And then that'll do for coal, I think. I am perilously close to a base over there, but I think that we can actually survive. I think we can survive that. Okay, let's get this all finished. I'm going to get a turret over here. We're going to belt over with the ammo belts. I'm probably going to have to collect some more belts as a result, but thankfully I'm already in the area. Yeah, let's get all of this polished up so that we can support some more boilers for our launch pad. Well, the coal situation is rectified. Gonna nab a turret combo over here. The repairer and the big turret, the actual proper turret. That's fine. What have we got at the base, or I guess at the rocket launch pad? We have got a series of 4 boilers. I'm just finishing off the pumps right now. But that should charge the... That should charge it a lot faster. Can I launch to orbit, like, with this? Let's try. Let's try with just a quarter of a tank. I have no idea how much... Okay, so all my rocket parts... Looks like they've gone up with the rockets. Okay, that's the Potato Explorer that we've got that's just... There we go, fantastic. So you got loads of fuel left. Crash land supplies. Okay, we can land the vehicle. I don't really want to land the vehicle. But I mean, if we add the destination of the launch pad, can we go? At departure condition, no condition. Cargo not full. So will you just deorbit yourself? Or just say go? Land vehicle? So you're going to come back? Let's have a little look. Are you going to come right on back to where you're supposed to come back to? Or are we going to have issues? Oh. No. No idea. No idea where you've gone to. I thought you were gonna come back. You have not. Or maybe you're just gonna take a little bit of time. Well, that kind of sucks. Also, that had loads of my rocket parts on it, which really kind of sucked. Which means we're gonna have to build another one. So we're... I don't even know where you've gone. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's select some research to do. I mean, copper processing, that's what we're going to have to do on the other planet, I think. Let's just start the process. Or actually, no, let's start the process of steam probes. Sure. Steam freighter and a steam deployer. Yeah, we got to do a steam deployer. Also, hold the phone. Did all my rocket parts? Oh, no, they all came back into my inventory. That's fine. What's the issue with this? Are we having any production issues? It's a screw issue. Okay, that's fine. We gotta be ready to flip and go. Surely this is ready now. Okay, we have got a ton of ammo. An absolute flippin' ton. Hold on, can I... There we go. That's good. We want that to be We want that to be there. Should be okay, I think. Should be okay. Yeah, we want that to be there. Whereas we want... There we go. That's much better. And then we're just going to put that all back up to there. Cool. Let's go. Let's go. It's time to attack. It's time to attack. Go, 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 go. Destroy the turret. Destroy the turret. I'm going to get stuck in there. There we go. We've got to have enough. We've got to have enough firepower to get the job done. Very good. Enemies are going down like crazy. Do I have enough? I think I have just enough firepower. Okay, I do not have... I do not. That's crazy. Okay, well, everyone just go back. Go back, get replenished, and then come out this way. There we go. That's cool. We're fine with that. There we go. And then we destroy the enemy nest. And that's nice and easy. Okay. Very good. Hey, okay, we don't actually get anything, apparently, from destroying the enemy nest. That kind of feels like a little bit of a shame. But now we can pump out some more robots, and we can look to send them in another direction. Yeah, okay. I mean, this situation is a little bit of an annoyance, not gonna lie. Yeah, do feel like we've kind of been set back a little bit there, but that's fine. We need some more steel frames. We've got plenty of screws here. And, yep, we are out of coal over here. So, at least, you know, at least now, we have got ourselves a supply of coal that is somewhat more reliable than me occasionally putting resources into a chest. Honestly, can't believe that we got by for that long on that system. Feels good to finally fix that. Here we go, right over to here and up and round. There we go, up and around that side. That's perfect. Build that. Bingo. Bingo. Okay. Much better. Much better. Much more reliable. I have got a little bit of steel on my person. I guess to just sort of get things started, I will put the rest of that into the chest, just so that we can get going. Maybe not all of it, but like a good chunk of it. Yeah, good chunk so that we can get going. We will have the rocket parts needed to manufacture this in a little bit. The steam deployer. Yeah, okay, I need to... Should be the first ship. Press tab to open the star map, left click to select, and right click. Recommendation to colonize a planet with copper first. Make sure to bring some iron ingots and buildings. Because there won't be any on non-iron planets. Yeah, okay, that is probably something that I should think about. Yeah, so whilst we wait for that ship to get built, which will be literally just now because our rocket is coming through, we want to probably make sure that it's fully loaded as well. We make sure that it's fully loaded. I'm going to cut off... There we go. I'm going to cut off any future additional rocket parts from going in here so that I don't end up wasting a whole bunch like I did last time. Look at that. It's a rocket ship that we're building. Get that built, and I will collect some resources for the journey. Right, well, the steam deployer is built. It contains a launch pad, apparently. I'm going to put in a whole bunch of iron ingots. I don't know, maybe a few drills, few assemblers, few bits of belts. And then I think we're just going to launch it to orbit as soon as it maybe has, like, 7,500 fuel or something. I think that's roughly the plan. I have started the process of building an additional launch pad. We're going to need to get a little bit more steel before I get that done. Yeah, we can worry about that in a little bit. But yeah, we're making a decent amount of... Excuse me, what are you doing here? What are you doing here, buddy? Get back over there. Oh, there's some more rocket parts over here. Didn't even realize that. Yeah, we are actually good for ammo now. This is marvelous. Let's take this back to, yeah, like there, and then let's take you back to like there. Good. Consolidate, 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 consolidate. Take you out of here and put you into there. Nice. Okay, so that is everybody fully loaded. Literally. If I take everyone here and then drag everyone to there, that's good. And another one. Drag you over to here. We can maybe go on another little expeditionary quest. I feel like not right now. We got to turn our attention to space, for sure. That is the objective. And we got steam probes. I'm super interested in exploring the solar system with steam probes. For now, however, let's launch you to orbit. That's great. And then we're going to change the recipe from steam deployer to something else. Going to let you just clear the tower before we get out of there. Steam probe. Yep. Let's do it. And will we have enough components to get a steam probe sorted right now? I don't know. But we will find out momentarily, which is perfect. There we go. Up to 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be real close. 1. It's going to be 13. And then we got 14 coming through here. And we got 15 there. Nice. Okay, what's the issue? Power production has jumped off a cliff. We will go and investigate that. It's probably because we're doing a lot of research stuff right now. But that shouldn't really stop our... Shouldn't really stop us. It's probably, yeah, just a severe lack of coal. Yeah, it's not really that surprising, to be honest. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Let's see. So, we select you. So then I just get you to go over here. There we go. Nice. Okay. Maybe somewhere on this planet, I don't know where, maybe we're going to be able to find our crash-landed ship. Maybe it's not that over there. That's just a little robot. Could be anywhere. Could be anywhere. Can I get you to come around here? There we go. And it'll give me at least a little boost, which will be quite nice. Probably need to do something about the fact that I've got no coal coming through here, but yeah, whatever. Right. That's going to take a fairly long period of time. Whilst we are waiting for that, let me nip back over here to my launch pad, which should be, there we go, almost done with the steam probe, which I very much like. Can I do something about this coal situation? Yeah, you know what? I think I can do something about this coal situation. I'm not gonna settle for this. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this massive shortage of coal that we've been enduring for the last, well, long time. And we're gonna take you out over here. Great. And underground. I think we're just gonna plumb you in, like, literally right there. We're not gonna overcomplicate things. We're just gonna do... Oh, look. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's where all my rocket parts went. So, turns out if you just land the rocket, it lands literally at the planet hub. So you can't actually land it. You have to just, yeah, it just disappears. Okay, that's fine. That's good to note. Get that over there. That over there. Enemy are moving in. Let's go and see. Ooh, that's nasty. That is nasty. Let's see what you end up attacking. I've got no ammo on my person. Yeah, okay, so you are able to attack, but that is kind of borderline, actually. Yeah, that's not good. Building under attack. There's still not a building under attack, is there? No. No. Okay, but that is really... It's good to know. Good to know. So I think we're going to build, like, a forward defensive turret, like, up here somewhere. Yeah, I was going to say, because I'm pretty sure that there's going to be an enemy base literally right over yonder, which is fine. Okay, build this. We'll build the belt up here as well. We'll get a loader. Good. And then we will get this turret right here. Yeah. And I think just one single belt will do for this. Although, to be fair, the belt might end up getting attacked. And if the belt ends up getting attacked, oh, that's another issue. But you know what? Not my issue right now. It's fine. Cool. That'll do. That'll at least get us something. That will at least get us something. How's the coal coming along? It would be good if I put the underground belt in the correct way. Again, marvelous. Marvelous, Potato, how you've completely failed to do that. But that is going to be a real solution, to be honest. That's really, really good. Okay, how's my steam probe looking? It's not much of a probe. This thing's flipping massive. Okay, we don't want any cargo. We don't need any cargo. Pythonus. Sure. Let's get you to go. How are we doing? My deployer is almost to the other planet there. That's nice. Also, I can get another steam probe, like right now. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of like manually loading these rocket parts on so that I don't end up getting stung by launching some of my rocket parts up into space. That's really not good. Oh, I guess some of my Gatling turrets must have engaged. That's kind of cool. Must have engaged the enemy. That's very nice. Okay, yes, we're still having power supply issues. I know. But now it should be gloriously fixed. Or part of the way towards being gloriously fixed. As soon as we get just a little bit more coal coming through here. That's good. Do we have a repair turret? I'll get a repair turret down. Just wrap this down over here. Why the heck not? We might as well. There we go. Good. And we're going to have to build another one. Annoying. But not the end of the world. Cool. There we go. Get that repaired so that we don't ever have to build any new stuff. I'm happy with that. How are we doing? It's taking its sweet time, to be honest. Right, we can't just tell you to go and explore. We just have to get you to... Oh, look at that. I didn't even zoom out that far. Holy cow. There's a lot of stuff here. Yeah, you travel very, very slowly, but that's completely fine. We're okay with that. We appreciate a nice, relaxed pace. I'm really happy with this rocket launching facility that I've got here. The boilers operate at a really decent rate, to be honest. I don't think there's any reason why I shouldn't fully max out the steam capacity on the probes. I mean, if this is like a one-way trip, there's no reason to not. I mean, they're not very expensive. There's nothing much to them. Why not just do that? This system also kind of sucks. Not really super happy with this. It's not good, probably because we just don't have any coal coming through here. Yeah, that's kind of not ideal. I will ditch you. Yeah. And get you to just do full supply of iron production facilities rather than anywhere else now that we've got a full fuel belt, a full fuel line coming through here. What have we got? Colonize planets. Yes, I'm very interested in doing that. And then a steam freighter, which will allow us to transport items between places, and then we can also automate that. Oh, that's just so cool. That is just so flippin' cool. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I think we are. We absolutely are. Land, vehicle, colonize planet, land vehicle. Good. Oh. Look at that. And then we get... Oh, look at how cool that is. Look at how cool that is. So can we just go back to... Oh, look at that. We can literally just hop between planets. Obviously, it's not going to be quite as easy as that because... Rex. We got some iron ingots. So we can still get some iron ingots from Rex and stuff here. It's not going to be quite as easy as that because obviously we need to move resources between different planets. Here, I've got my same hotbar, but I don't have any of the goodies that I need. I presume if I click on the planetary hub, we're going to have, yeah, all of the stuff that I took with me. We've also got ourselves a launch pad here, which will allow me to reconstruct, to some degree anyway, allow me to, there we go, reconstruct a way to get resources back. I'm presuming that the freighter will be able to actually land at these launch pads. So that is kind of cool. Let's get you picked up. Yeah. Because I don't want to leave you down there. Cool. I like this. I like this a lot. So, copper research. What's the issue with copper research? It is entirely green. It's entirely green research. Let's go and see if we can try and fix that. Right, I've slightly increased the rate of green cube production. Still not great, but it's okay. We need to get another probe up and running. To be honest, no reason not to, so let's go and do that right now. Let's immediately throw down another 15 rocket parts. Also, I think what I'm going to do is just get a chest here, throw in a loader, and then I'll just sort of like manually put the bits and bobs in as and when I need, so that we don't have a bit of an overspill. That's kind of what I want to avoid. There we go. Yeah, we're kind of short on a lot of iron at the moment, which is less than ideal. We're waiting for quite a lot of iron to make its way back up around here. What's the issue? Yeah, so you need screws. And oh yeah, it's because I disconnected this for some insane reason. I was extending this. I was extending it to get more screw production, and as a consequence, I've actually reduced the screw production to 0. So there we go. That's great. Anyway, this is looking really, really good. Happy with all this. We've got plenty of coal. Yeah. So you. Oh, that was my little robot that got destroyed there. Don't know why you were sort of like randomly out there in the middle of nowhere. Should be fine. That should be fine. Yeah, I mean, we're not really in any, like, massive degree of danger from the enemy, which is good. That's what we like to see. Let's see. Let's go and get you. Ooh. Let's go and get you to head on over here. Nice. This is... I mean, you've got loads and loads of fuel left, to be honest. That's really quite exciting. Do you know what I should also do? I've not done it yet because my research is slow as heck. But fluid storage, actually, now, that's useful. That is going to be useful, because if we are able to store a whole bunch of steam, which I think we are able to do, if we're able to store a whole bunch of steam, then we can basically just get done with the probe, and then immediately throw another probe in there, and because we'll be buffering steam, we will be good to go. So that'll be great. I need to build more launch pads. I'm definitely needing to up my launch pad game. Unfortunately, I've only got 9 extra steel that is just chilling here. But thankfully, we are producing steel as fast as we possibly can. Probably going to want to increase this, I think. Yeah, but I kind of like the way that this is sort of set up. There is something that we can do about that. I mean, I can just copy this, paste it over here. Yeah, and then we just extend you out that way. And that, I need to get coal sorted. This feels like just too much effort right now. Too much effort. That's fine. How's this looking? It's looking pretty darn good. Let's get you up. I don't care. You're not quite full yet, but that's okay. I really just need this copper processing to finish up here. That's what I really need. So, we got 2, and we can get a 3rd probe. Let's get a 3rd probe to go and head on over to that planet. Or I presume it's a planet. It could be an anomaly or something. I don't really know. But we'll just go with the flow. Yeah, so steel, absolutely need more steel. We've got plenty on this belt, but it's... Yeah, we need more. Right, I think this is good. This is a better setup, I think. Because then we can just copy and paste this. Yeah. Copy paste this. Put this here. Yeah. And then put that in there as well. Oh, we don't want to output... Oh, hold on. Does this... Oh, look, if we do put a loader in, you can literally outload and then load straight in. Oh, wow, that's kind of nifty. Oh, look. Satellite is ready. Very cool. Rocket prep, and it's already a quarter full. That is really quite nice. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. So we can get, like, an interstitial loader. That's kind of cool. Get that all cleaned up. And put that in there like so. Then there like so. See, everything about this game, right, is just... It's just been designed so intelligently. So intelligently. So well thought out. It really is. It really is impressive. Okay, tidy this up. Let's get this to go around here, like so. We get a loader. You load only steel. There we go. Take that out so it doesn't get contaminated. Copy, paste. Should be with the same conditions. Great. We get an outloader. There. Yep. Is that going to be at the right side? Nope. Wrong side. That should be fine. And then we get a unloader here as well. Nice. Okay, so that's not the entirety of the solution, but it is something. I'm also going to need to just get copy of this. Yep. Cool. Build all of that up. And bang that out as well. Nice. And that will work. That will work. So that will, even if it is just a little bit of extra steel production, that will get us some more steel production, which is great. And that is kind of what I need. Okay, research-wise, we finished up with the fluid storage. That's great. We finished up with copper processing, so that's great. We're going to go back on to the other planet now and see what we can do over here. Now, I've got loads and loads of goods in my inventory. I've got loads and loads of iron ingots, so that should be fine. I will get a couple of small drills. I will get a couple of assemblers, I get. A couple more assemblers than I currently have, and a couple more drills than I currently have. This is copper ore, so that's marvelous. Let's just do a little sort of like pilot, like a little pilot hole, just to make sure that we are good. Let's get some belts to run out of here. I don't have any combustion generators with me, but I should be able to build a few, and we got some coal over here, which will be just perfect. Let's clean that up. How am I going to do this coal-wise? I think we'll just take a consolidated coal belt down this way. We'll split it. Clean that up. We'll split it here. We need to be careful because we do not have, like, we don't have an infinite amount of resources, but that's fine. Copper ingot is literally just from copper ore, but it will also include furnaces, I'm positive. Blast furnaces, we do not have iron ore. Ah, bummer. That's a shame. And we also don't have iron ore for that. That's a bit of an issue, actually. Is there a way that we can get... Oh, yeah, we literally cannot get... We can't get iron... Ooh, we can't get iron ore here. It's literally just copper ore that is on this planet. Ah, man, that is a shame. Okay, well, that's not honestly the end of the world. We just launch you to orbit. Yeah, because we need to get you out of there. And then I'm going to change the recipe. We're going to go for a steam freighter this time. And we'll get 8. And we will get the rest of our components. That's good. And then we'll swap right back. And we'll place our launch pad right about here. That's good. Do we need this to be powered with... with resources? We are going to need to get coal in this area anyway, because we're going to need to get some boilers to steam power things. Did I not take any loaders with me? Seriously, I didn't take any loaders with me? To be fair, it was a limited amount of space. We can build them. Okay, that there. And then power, loads and loads of power cabling. That is fine. So what does copper processing actually allow us to do? Copper coil, copper wire, copper plates. Does that unlock anything new? It doesn't look like it, does it? It looks like we need to get red... Yeah, I'm okay. It unlocks new stuff. It unlocks new interstitial components, but it doesn't really seem like any of them are super necessary. Oil processing, we do not have any oil where we are. That's not necessarily a problem. It is just something that we need to consider. Also, there we go. Good. Good. Yes. Let's get that in there, and let's get that in here. That's probably not even enough. Yeah, it's probably not even enough power to get everything going. But it's okay. It doesn't need to necessarily be a tremendously large amount. We'll get maybe 2 more there. That's fine. Okay, swap back to the other planet. I absolutely love how we can do this. So, we want to Yes, we want to automate this. Select launch pad. Oh, why? I mean, these are... What? How did that work? What? Is this the probe? This is a... That's a probe. That is a probe. You're... Okay, I see. You're going to the... I don't want you to go to the other planet yet. Okay. Yeah, we need to... Firstly, we need to rename... We need to rename this. So, launchpad. Copper planet. There we go. Good. Okay, so then we go into space. We have a little look at you. 2 ships selected. We want you. You're coming at a really bad time, to be honest. Add departure condition. No condition. Fuel full. Sure, I'm happy with that. Then we add destination. We select OK DY. Add departure condition. No condition. We're going to say fuel full. And then we... Can we say jump to destination? Yes. Let's get you to load there. Warning low on fuel. Yes, I know I'm low on fuel. That's why I'm a bit worried about it. Boiler. We can't build a boiler because we need steel. That's fine. That is A-okay. That is why I wanted the ship to be here. So that we could basically put a whole bunch of stuff that we can't get onto said ship. It should be landing momentarily. You are also ready to go on a big destination or big journey over to somewhere else. This is so good. This is so good. Look, there. You're landing. You're landing, you're landing, you're landing. Marvelous. And you're back. Amazing. Okay, so let's get you loaded with a whole bunch of iron ore. Let's get you loaded with a whole bunch of steel. Any other buildings that I want to throw onto you? I mean, I could make my life easier and just get some boilers built, like right here, right now. That would not be the craziest idea in the world. Alternatively, we can just wait until we're over there, because I don't even have enough steel over here. What did we get? We got copper processing now. Red science. Red science is probably something that we want to move to. I mean, there's so much stuff here. Scaffolds for when the ground isn't quite desirable. That's really cool. Electric furnace. Where are the enemies coming in from? Fine. We might have some issues over here. I'm gonna go and check it out. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. We will have some issues. There we go. Okay, well, at least we now know that we need to build a turret over here. Not like I can really do much about that at the present moment because we don't have any steel, but the point remains. It is important. No other offensive maneuvers? Don't think so. Can probably run a little expedition right now, to be honest. That's probably not a bad idea to try and get rid of some of the enemies. It's looking good, looking good. Give him a repairer. Sure. Splitter, underground belt, some loaders, some unloaders. And then, yeah, we'll say, go, jump to destination. You will launch off. And now I feel like I've got a much better understanding of how this system actually is supposed to work. That is good. Oh, there's so much stuff. Look at this. Uranium processing, silicon processing, dark matter, dark science, and more. Planetary ray, flagships, the electric furnace. I mean, that would be really, really cool. Oil processing, underground pipes, build speed. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I really want to see another planet. We're not quite there yet, but I really want to see another planet. How is this coming along? We've got loads of fuel. I mean, it's slow going, don't get me wrong, but it's completely fine. Let's set up oil processing. I don't think we're going to get to oil processing, but that's okay. All right, let's do this. We got any other friends that need... Ooh, that's a wreck that has science packs all round. Nice. Okay, good. Good. This is a bit of a difficult system to control, to be honest, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. Where do we want to go and take out? There's this little nest over here. I mean, to be honest, I don't think we're actually going to be able to take out any nest. I think we might be just a little bit under prepared. Let's go and get you over here. Do water nests make any difference? I don't think they do. I think they're all kind of the same. Let's get you as well. Can I get... Excuse me, can I get you? Here we go. Come over here. We need you. We need you, buddy. We need everyone. If we're going to make a success of this, we're going to have to get everyone. Right. I've got 1 ammo on me. I should probably make some ammo. There we go. I can get stuck in as well. There we go. No ammo. Great. Reload. Lock and load. Nice. And as long as I don't die, we're good. We're gonna run out of ammo on my ships? Entirely likely. Dare I suggest probable. Yep, I am not gonna engage. And oh, you're just gonna survive. one single ship. One single ship. Okay, well, you know what? That's pretty good. Like, everybody's got respawning pretty darn quick. Why does it say you're out of ammo, even though you're absolutely not out of ammo? Okay, well, whatever the case, it doesn't really matter. Are we good on the other planet yet? No, not quite yet. That freighter is taking an absolute age, and it looks like all my other probes are taking their sweet time, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, there's not really anything else that I can do. I mean, I want to get furnaces up and running. I want to get blast furnaces up and running for sure, but I can't get blast furnaces up and running until we get until we get iron, until we get steel. Well, let's be fair. I mean, copper processing does seem pretty important, but it doesn't seem like it's that important. It doesn't look like it produces anything that I can sort of play around with. It's all just sort of stuff for the next level. Well, it's only 1 at the moment, but we do now have a fluid tank which has got a decent amount of steam in it. I don't know how much it can actually store, because you can't click on it, but you can store in a fluid tank. Don't know if you can't stack them, you can't like extend them, so they're pretty, I guess depending on how large it is, pretty useless. But you know what? We've done it now anyway. I think, oh, would you look at that? We've just got our launcher. We've just had our little, there we go, little freighter arrive here. First thing that I need to do is get 2 of those, a couple of pumps, and a couple of fluid tanks just up and running. We'll also queue up a singular turret as well. We can't make ammo on this world, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. Okay, so how do we want to do this? We want to do this like that, and like that, and like that if we're building a 3rd one. If we're not, no matter. And then we will build some underground belts like so. That's going to be out. It's going to be out. And then that there. Perfect. And we literally just connect up these bits over here, and we get a loader in, and a loader in for when we inevitably expand out to 3. That's good. And then a pump goes there. Pump goes there. Pump goes there. And lots and lots of pipes. Lots and lots of pipes. I think we just need 1 fluid storage tank, to be honest. Yeah, I think 1 is plenty for right now. Good. And then, yeah, we'll get the turrets. Where do we want to get the turret? I guess over here, maybe? The 1 single turret that we do have. It's hardly fantastic, but it's fine. We'll also queue up a few blast furnaces as well. We need them for everything. And then we get to here. We'll get a... Actually, can I just put a... Can I put a single... Oh, we finished petroleum crude oil processing. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot. What have we got? We've got a chemical plant. Okay, that's presumably going to allow us to do all the processing in. Nothing else? Nothing else, I don't think. That's everything. That's fine. Let's get this here, and then we will want to have a fluid tank, and that fluid tank. If I can get the fluid tank to be connected via this pump, that would be absolutely ideal. Is that going to work? Yeah, I think that's gonna work. That is absolutely gonna work. Okay, so that's kind of great. Incoming enemy. Is it on this planet? Nope, it is on the other planet. Let's go and take a little look-see. Think we should be fine. Maybe everywhere with the exception of here. Let's go and respond. Nope, other way. Other way, other way, other way, other way. We are still under attack. We are still taking damage. Have I got any ammo on me? Nope, I do not. Pretty sure this is exactly where we were attacked last time. Yep, and I have just failed to fix it. Not necessarily the end of the world, thankfully, because we're able to just replace all of these things fairly easily. But a little bit annoying. But hey-ho. Okay. So that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Some pumps here. Yeah. And then with this, to be honest, I think what we end up doing is we end up just like chaining together a bunch of storage. So we have this here, and then we, if we're careful and clever, we can get a pump right there, pump right here. We get the storage tank. That goes in there. We get the storage tank in position here. Yep. There we go. Quick little autosave. That's good. And then the pumps, which literally just forward everything along. I think that's kind of ideal, to be honest. Yeah, that's kind of great. And that will allow us to backlog quite a lot of goods. I gotta be careful about whether or not I want this to go and get launched back to the other planet. What I really want to do is get some blast furnace stuff down. There we go. And so we can make copper, and we can make an alloy, which is an iron ingot plus copper. Okay, so what I think we... Yeah, what I think we want to do then is bring this in. We bring this in here as well. We get you to go onto the other side of the belt. This we take back. This we take back. Splitter. Yeah, split there. Split that. Split that. Split that. Split that. It's good. And then... I mean, you know what? It might look a little funky, but... That's both sides of the belt. That is both sides of the belt. That is all that we need. There's a bit of a power issue right now, and that is... honestly, not ideal. But it's fine. The point is, this is perfect because... There we go. There we go. And we get ourselves a loader. That is absolutely sublime. We get ourselves an unloader here. We go copper. We get that all loaded on. And now I think it just works. I think it just works. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's absolutely not a large enough scale production. But we copy this. Paste that. Paste that. Paste that. Paste that. And then build a few more of these blast furnaces. We should be pretty darn golden. Look at that. That is working pretty much as intended. I don't really want to build another one of you right now. Do probably want to build another turret. That turret can go over here. Repairer. Right next door. Yeah. There we go. Good. And we'll just take the ammo from me. Stick that into there. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's currently a massive sort of chronic power shortage absolutely everywhere. Do I care about that? No, I don't think I do, because this is working so well. And these blast furnaces don't actually require power. So, woohoo. Great. Amazing. That's kind of what we'd like to see. I'm going to nab... That doesn't even need to get built there. I'm going to nab this turret right over here. I'm going to build... There we go. Just a little bit of ammo. It doesn't need to be crazy. But I think that will now mean that our entire area is defended. Whether or not it's defended, like, very well, I will leave that up to you to judge. I think the answer is probably no. Also, we don't have any power, but that's fine. But who cares? Because we're getting copper ingots coming through here. That's fantastic. That's really, really good. I will get one more bit of pipe here. We get one more bit of pipe, or a couple more bits of pipe. Get rid of that. Get a couple bit more bits of pipe. We throw that back in, and I think by the time that we do throw this in, that should be enough to get this sucker launched. I'm gonna get additional copper ore over here just for the sake of it, and then let's get that into there like so. We're gonna see this get loaded very, very quickly. All of my fluid tank should be emptying now, which is very nice. Let's go and put down the repairer over here. There we go. It's also short of power. No matter. And who cares? Look at that. Away you go. Taking with it a whole bunch of resources back to the planet. Okay, what have we got here? This is very, very cool. So this is my ship. Let's go and check out what this is over here. So we've got FEMYOV. So these are star systems. So that's a new star system that we've discovered. This is brand new over here as well. So that's a iron-based planet. Okay, not super interesting, not gonna lie. Let's move you down to this area so that we can see what you get. And then that looks like another copper-based planet. I mean, oh, is that something else over here? That's coal and crude oil. Aha. Okay, so there is other types of planets out there. I mean, of course, we knew that there was a crude oil. CH, I guess that's like hydrocarbons sort of style thing. Ooh. Is this the sun? This does look like some sort of a sun. I wonder if you're able to build a Dyson sphere in this... Oh, is that something else? Oh, that's another planet. Wolframite, coal, and sulfur. Okay. Wolframite, coal, sulfur, wolframite, coal, sulfur. Okay, so I guess the type of the star determines, you know, what type of resources are going to be found on any given planet. That is so cool. And all the while, we are doing a nice little expedition between our two home planets. Oh, that is fantastic. I mean, what can I say? I am so excited about this game that it's actually difficult to put into words. I think this is going to be fantastic. This is really, really good. I have not had any issues. I've not had any crashes. It feels really, really slick. I absolutely have really enjoyed my time with this one. I cannot wait to see what the full version of the game has in store. You can check out this build, the early preview demo build of the game, linked down in the description. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure to play this title. I can't wait to see more of it in the future. You should definitely check it out. Go wishlist it if indeed it is up your street. Thank you ever so much for watching, folks. I'll catch you next time. Bye.